God, I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allen, and you're listening to Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast.
Yo! What is up, everyone? How's it going?
Word up. Tell me, what is the
word?
Word
Up!
Word up.
The bird is the word.
Word.
The bird is the word.
The bird is...
Bird is the bird. The bird is the word.
Yeah, baby.
Cool. We just lost we just lost like 3 viewers because of that.
Oh, what? Because we started dancing. Wow.
We started with 5. And we have 2 now. So sorry, guys. Jack says, yeah. In fact, I'm going to let you do this. I'm going to let you do this today, Jay. I'm going to get you used to this. You can control the comments because
I can think of thing.
You're in my back end. You're in the back end, aren't you?
I am, and it's not the first time it's ever happened.
Indeed.
Me exploring your back end. So,
indeed.
We've got Gav. He's saying, "Hey,
hey man."
Jack is like, "Hey, back," and then he's like, "How are you?" And there's a whole conversation going on, which is just not interesting to us. What? And he's doing the song. He's doing the song. So right on.
I was sitting with. I can't remember how does that go. I was sitting with my finger
and my thumb in the shape of an
L on her forehead. Well, doing something at a sociable hour. Jack mentioned watching something at a sociable hour. Yes, I know, it's great. I like it. I like doing things at normal hours. Normally, Jay, as you know, on the Wrestling, Give Me a Whole Year Wrestling podcast, we're watching things at 1 a.m., at 4 a.m. And this is a sociable hour because I was like, I want to go to bed before 11 o'clock. So, it's good. It's good to be here. It's good to be here with you guys. It's good to be here hanging out with our collective wangs out. Watching Terminator 2. We moved this, of course, Jack, for you. Because
you better really appreciate this.
Yeah. It's not Saturday, it's Friday, and Gab Jarman is not even in the house because he's at work. Because in everywhere else it's like 3 p.m. in like America and other stuff and places. I mean, Gab, wherever Gab could be just working, could be not, whatever. I don't know what's everybody doing.
I'm just going to highlight something. Gav watched a film called Chernobyl Diaries last night. I remember you and I saw that at the cinema, and you were so scared. I mean, it was a jumpy ass film, but you really were so scared.
It really was
hilarious watching the popcorn fly.
Hilarious.
Dom jumped about a foot in the air every 5 minutes. It was just a thing of beauty.
Was it hilarious, Jay?
It was hilarious. If I'm going to tie it in. But yeah, I remember it being an okay movie. I enjoyed it. Probably nice. Just because I was laughing with you, not at you.
Oh yeah, nice one. Gab's in the UK, sat at home. Good, Gab. That's nice. Danny
Radical.
Danny isn't. Yeah, Danny's not at home. Yes. I should check out the Chernobyl Diaries again, but I'm not going to because it scared the living.
Do it for Halloween.
No,
baby.
We're moving, aren't we, Jay? We're moving our film reviews. Segue.
We are. And I was going to say this should probably be. You say this bit.
Me?
Right. Well, because it's your channel.
Well, okay. So we have.
I just guest star.
Can you put the link in the comments? Have you got a copy of the link? Hang on, I'll find it.
No.
I've got it. Right, we're moving our film reviews.
Can you put a link in the comments then, please?
I can. I'm doing it now. Right, we're moving our film reviews to the Culture Sphere. You can find the links to the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel. The Twitch channel we've not activated yet. The YouTube has a few videos that me and Jay did the early part of lockdown. Some fun little.
Yeah, who would win?
Yeah, who would win? The Who Would Win series. So that was fun to do. But we decided to do something else with that channel because Anthony, who I do the podcast with, who you see on usually Wednesday nights for AEW Dynamite and for other things, and you will see again on Sunday for AEW All Out, the first match of CM Punk in 7 years against Darby Allin, who you've seen on our intro just then. He will be. They will have the match of the century, and Anthony will be there to cover it on Sunday night. I will be in bed with Emma because I'm streaming tonight, and I'm streaming on Sunday earlier. I'm going to be doing a How Would You Book? That's you guys, the Hulkamaniacs. How would you book Daniel Bryan in AEW? But sorry, I need to rewind back. The reason why we're doing the Culture Sphere, the reason why we're moving our film reviews over there, is because Anthony wanted the channel to be more wrestling focused, and I've kind of pump the brakes because I'm like, oh yeah, let's put movie reviews on here and let's put comic book stuff on here. But in fact, this is a wrestling podcast specific to wrestling stuff. So we will be doing our movie reviews, all being well, going forward, just like this in a new format. Just like this, hopefully on via StreamYard as well. So it'll be simple, but with the Culture Sphere, and we'll be streaming to YouTube and to Twitch. To do that. So we're going to do that. That's the plan, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah, so nothing's going to change other than the
platform.
But we hope you'll migrate with us.
Indeed, yes.
Because the wrestling stuff's still happening. It's still the same thing.
Yeah.
We're just doing it on a different platform. Because we like doing these reviews, don't we? We like doing watch-alongs and watching movies. Yeah, that's what we do.
It's fun. We talked about it for many years, and then I was like, Jay, why don't you come on the wrestling podcast and talk about movies?
And why don't we just do it? And there's also, we've got a couple of ideas in the works, a couple of other things using the Culture Sphere to branch out. Might involve some comic book stuff in the near future. So I think Culture Sphere is the right platform to grow what we're doing on.
Yes, it is.
Am I right?
Absolutely. The link is in the comments on Twitch and YouTube. Feel free to click and subscribe and everything to get hold of our movie stuff as and when we do those. Who would win out of RoboCop and the T-1000? I'd say the T-1000.
T-1000, 100%.
Nice one. Yeah, absolutely.
Because do you know why? Because he's a mimetic polyalloy. And if you're wondering what the hell that means, it means liquid metal.
There you go. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dom, can you guys do a film review of From Hell or High Water or The Godfather?
Okay, I'm vetoing From Hell. I absolutely despise that film. It is terrible.
What do you mean? Jay Dizzle. Jay Dizzle.
It's not like, okay, so
Johnny Dizzle's in it.
It doesn't make it a good film.
It does.
And also
everything with Johnny Depp is a good film.
No, not everything that Johnny Depp does is good. A lot of things that Johnny Depp does is quite bad in life, as well as
he's been cleared of all that stuff, hasn't he?
Wow,
I thought he got cleared of all
I think so, but I think there's a whole lot of ins and outs that I don't know about, so I'm not gonna get on that subject. But the graphic novel of From Hell, which you and I will talk about at some point, is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And
yeah, we should definitely do that.
The film is just appallingly bad compared. Just absolutely no. 100% no to that film. But High Water, or is it just called From Hell or High Water? Is that the film that you're talking about? Is it called From Hell or High Water?
I think it's
From Hell, High Water, or The Godfather. In which case, I don't know what a High Water is, and I don't know what From Hell or High Water is.
Well, there'll be a time where you will be able to host these film reviews yourself, so you can just go on and hop on as and when, Jay. So start getting your requests in for Jay to do these and what films you'd like Jay to do.
Godfather, 100% Godfather.
I like The Godfather, but not enough to sit through it on a stream.
Who would win Anaconda, Jaws, and the Lake Placid? I love Lake Placid.
There's a Lake Placid versus Anaconda film. There is one. It exists.
Can we do that then? Can we?
Have you not seen it, Jay?
No.
It's so bad. It's got Brooke Hogan in it, I think. It's got Hulk Hogan's daughter in it.
Amazing.
Which is relevant. Yeah.
Trying it in.
Yeah,
I really want to watch that.
I'm going to say, I would say I'd say Anaconda. Probably.
Okay, so Anaconda killed a lot of people. Couldn't kill J-Lo though, could he?
No.
I'm assuming the gender of the snake. Yeah, it couldn't kill J-Lo. Equally, Jaws was bested by a giant exploding barrel, but it got a lot of people. Lake Placid crop. I really love Lake Placid. So
there's like 7 of those films, right?
I think so. I've only seen the first one, but I really like the first one. I love how sarcastic the script is. It's 100% up my jam.
I'll be up your jam too. Emma's in. Hi, Emma. How are you doing?
Hi, Emma.
Darling.
Hello, darling.
Nice to see you, love. Nice to see you. I'll see you in a few hours.
Darling. How are you today?
Hello, darling. Hello.
Hello, darling. Hello. I'm Gary Newman.
I'm Gary Newman.
Hey, she retorts with, hey, Jay, hey. From Hell is Good. I love how I can do this now. From Hell is Good. If you haven't read the comics, Dom, I don't think you've read the comics, have you?
No, I haven't. No, I'd like to.
It's dense. It's like that thick. Also, the comic book is quite substantial.
I was going to say I can be quite, my. I can be very thick, to be fair.
Flatliners is great. I have not seen that in years. We should definitely watch it. What else? Godfather 1 and 2 are excellent films. You know what, Jack? I've always said this and I maintain this. Godfather 3 is still better than every other film ever made. It's just nowhere near as good as Godfather 1 and 2. It is leagues below, but it's still one of the best films ever made. It's just nothing compared to that.
Nothing compares
to you.
Nothing compares.
So I did get it wrong. It wasn't From Hell. It was From Hell or High Water.
Oh, right. Well, we both got it wrong.
Never heard of it. I'm gonna Google that. I do love a bit of Jeff.
Jake says hi. Jake's watching. Hey, Jake. How you doing? That's Emma's little boy. Everyone say hi to Jake in the comments. We'd appreciate it.
Hey, Jake. How's it going? I'll curb my language then.
Yeah, we both should curb our language.
Our language.
Yeah.
How? No,
you're being addressed as InkBlot Films. Anthony's addressing you as InkBlot Films. Look, how formal.
Wow. Yeah. I like that. So, 30 Days of Night? Well, I mean, it wasn't made that long ago. I really, really like that film, and it is scary as hell. Have you seen it, Dom?
What? Yeah. I have seen it. I saw it years ago.
Yeah, it scared me.
Yeah, it scared the hell out of me. Yeah.
I think I don't think they should remake it. If they do, because I think it's kind of perfect as it is. Great graphic novel, brilliant artwork.
Yeah. They should leave it.
The film is just the right level of scary and really messed up. So I think it's perfect for horror fans.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Johnny Depp is excellent in Pirates of the Caribbean 5. I saw it free and I explored Demolishing the Cinema. So it ended faster. Absolutely, Jack. I like the first few, but like anything,
I'm not seeing the fifth one. Is that the one with Salazar's whatever?
If it's like anything, I think, in my opinion, and I know we're about to watch the Terminator second film, but you can do something once, maybe twice, maybe even 3 times, and it can be
sometimes
cool,
thrice if you've got a trilogy in mind. But...
Yeah, unless it's the Fast and the Furious, and they just want to do like 7 of them. You know,
There's the 10th one's coming out soon.
the 10th. I thought it was the 11th. I thought it was.
I don't even know. I've seen the first one and some of the third one.
Right. You guys should react to the original Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock. I'd be up for that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I love that. It is one of my favorite films. One of the best scripts in a film. I could write an essay on that. Love it. So good. When you look at it now, a little bit transphobic, so it has to be acknowledged that there are transphobic elements in there. But we're not going to talk about that now because we're not.
No, we're not going to talk about that right now because we're here to talk about the
Yeah, Isaac's shouting at the phone, thinking you can hear him.
Hi, Isaac. Hi, Isaac. Hi. Isaac. We can't hear you. But...
How you diddling? What did you have for tea tonight?
Jack says, type it. Jack says, "Hey, Isaac, the Fiend, and Lucius." So we have a tortoise called the Fiend, as Jay knows. And we have a dog called Lucius, and Isaac is awesome too. Isaac is Emma's little boy, and he rules. He's got wonderful hair. Everyone say hi to Isaac. OG Psycho is fantastic. Yes, it is. Jay, Taryn has forgotten that there's housemate Taryn, who you know has forgotten there's a cup of tea brewing for me downstairs. So I am going to go and get that cup of tea and bring it back up here before we begin the film. Before we begin the film? Yes, before we begin the film. Are you okay to take over while I go and...
Can't you just ask Taryn to bring it up?
I've already done that. But I'm gonna have to go get it, and you are gonna have to take over for a second. You all right?
Oh my, yeah. Okay. Well, I can talk about the birds.
Talk about the birds.
The birds, and Tom goes and does that, and it's awkward. So. The Birds is a fantastic film. Trouble making that film. A lot of weird sexist things happening. Alfred Hitchcock sleazing onto the cast. But brilliant film. And if anyone's seen Birdemic, it is definitely not as good as Birdemic, which is one that we absolutely have to bloody see. What is this? Ooh, RoboCop. Yeah, definitely. The whole as in the one with a young Keira Knightley in it, like from like 2003, 2, something like that. Love it. It's bloody great. Can I say? Yeah, I can. Hold on, lads. Hold on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea. Do you like that? Hitchcock nearly directed the fourth Bond. I did not know that. Which one was the fourth Bond? I can't remember. There's about 60 of them. I can't remember which one's which, but that was definitely one of the ones with thingy in it, wasn't it? Sean Connery. That's one of the ones with Sean Connery in it. Yes. As a movie fan in general, do I think is it a little bit too late to do a sequel for Top Gun? Yeah. I think, well, okay, so yes. But also they just keep doing that. They just keep reviving films from the 80s, don't they, for like no bloody reason. It could be good. I'm actually looking forward to the new Top Gun film. I think it'll be fine. I just think there's kind of no point. And if you were going to do it, you should have done it in the very late 80s or the early 90s. But it seems like they're kind of going a bit full circle with it. Similarly, as I might add, to Godfather 3, which it makes sense that it was done 20 odd years later because now he's old. So the fact that Tom Cruise is older and he's now kind of in that position of responsibility with all the sort of the young guys there could be good. It might be awful, but Top Gun's not really one of the best songs I've made anyway, is it? So John Voight being swallowed by the anaconda would be good for Dom to see. Absolutely would. Absolutely would. I think he hates snakes so much it'd be flipping great to watch him do that. But I'm going to re-highlight that when he returns. The fourth is Thunderball with Sean Connery. He only went to Wimbledon at tennis, yeah. That's what time does Sean Connery go to see Wimbledon? About 10ish, yeah. Jay So Fine, thanks, Dom. Godfather 3, it did. The Coda, I've not seen it. I really want to see Godfather 3 Coda because apparently it's miles better. So I definitely want to see that. And also, what do we got here? I was doing research before they announced they were going to do a sequel for Top Gun. Apparently, Tom Cruise trained with Top Gun pilot for the US Air Force. Yeah, that makes sense. Tom Cruise is insane, isn't he? He does all his own stunts, and he jumps out of planes, and he sometimes breaks his legs doing stuff. And I have mega respect for Tom Cruise. I genuinely think he's a great actor, but he's also an absolute nutcase. And I think he should probably calm himself down because he is getting old. He's like a 50-odd-year-old man at this point. But yeah, Timothy Dalton, 100%. How many did he do? Did he do like a couple, or did he do one? There was a Bond who did one, and I don't know if that was George Lazenby or if that was Timothy Dalton, but Dalton was brilliant. He was quite suave. I wouldn't say miles better for Godfather Coda, but I'm with you. 3 is good in its own misfortune to come to 2. Exactly. I mean, back to the subject in hand, it's just a really good job that they stopped at 2 Terminator films, wasn't it? Because, you know, where else could you take that story that's pretty much entirely wrapped up after Terminator 2? You know, I'm really glad that there isn't a Terminator 3 or a Terminator 4 or a Terminator 5 or a Terminator 6, because where would you have taken that story? How would it have ended? I don't know. It probably would have just been awful, all of them. Oh, is this going too far? But Tom Cruise is this generation Steve McQueen. Ooh, kinda. Steve McQueen was one in a million, wasn't he? He was great. And Bullet, it has one of the best car chases of all time, and we should definitely watch Bullet at some point. I'm a big fan of that film. But yeah, why not? Tom Cruise is this generation's Steve McQueen. Oh yeah, Tim did 2. Lazenby did 1. Okay. Living Daylights, License to Kill. Thank you. I like Bond, but I'm not like the biggest Bond. I've seen them all at some point, but out of order, and usually when they're on telly. So I don't know. I'm a big fan of the Godfather movies, but to meet my favorite gangster movie is the Untouchables is really good. I love, and when I went back and rewatched this film, I just liked it even more, even though I've seen it loads. I didn't see it for about 10 years. But Goodfellas, I think, is just fantastic. I think it's fun. It's like over the top. It's kind of a bit crazy, but it's just all the performances in Goodfellas is absolutely fantastic. So that would be my pitch. Tim left after License to Kill. Oh, I don't know what that's in reference to. Oh, are you saying that Dom has actually seen Anaconda and John Voight being eaten by a giant snake? Have you, Dom?
I've seen Anaconda, yeah.
Yeah, man. Did you get the fear?
I did get the fear, absolutely. Absolutely, I got the fear.
Well, so here's a fun little factoid to embarrass Dom, because that's what we do on this show, is embarrass Dom. A friend of ours has a snake, a very long grass snake, corn snake, called Jareth.
Yeah.
In case you hate Labyrinth. And Jareth once shed his skin as one longy. And when Dom was out, as one longy. As one time when Dom was out of the room, we snuck in and we put this snake skin in his bed.
I always thought it was just Tonks.
I was involved in that.
Oh my god!
I was involved in that.
Oh my god!
And I put this. Yeah.
Our friendship has just changed. I did not know you were involved in that.
I was. But we put this snake skin in.
You doing naughty things in my bedroom is nothing new when I'm not around.
That's true. And obviously, when Dom pulled his covers off, he saw this snake skin, which obviously kind of freaked him out. But the best part about this is that what we heard Dom scream out, because we were downstairs, is that's the longest condom I've ever seen. Anyway, so we were saying that Tom Cruise could be this generation's Steve McQueen.
Oh God, really?
And what we're saying is that Tom Cruise does his own stunts, and Steve McQueen did his own stunts back in the 70s and 80s and stuff. So
right, well,
so
yeah. You know, I don't agree with that. I think that's a terrible no.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
No, I disagree. This generation's Steve McQueen.
Who's this generation Steve McQueen? Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Oh yeah, absolutely. And also, man, honestly,
sexy man.
He is, and I have the biggest man crush on the lead from Candyman. I'm doing my research on him. He's such a beautiful man.
Of the current Candyman.
Yahya Abdul. It's a certain pronunciation. Yahya Abdul Mateen too. Absolutely glorious man.
He is. He's great. He was in Watchmen. He was.
He was. Yeah.
In the Watchmen show, and I'm pretty sure he's been in a few things I've seen. Oh, he was in Aquaman.
Yeah.
He was in Us. Yeah, I remember that. And Get Out.
Yeah, he was in Us. Yeah. Did you also see that Curtis from the Misfits was in that film, playing an American?
Really?
Yeah, he plays.
I didn't know.
He's in Candyman. He's in Candyman playing an American.
Right. Well, I need to see this new Candyman.
You do. It's. Emma was less impressed with it. I watched it for the first time a couple of weeks ago after kind of avoiding it because I won't even say the words. I won't do it. I just won't do it. I won't do it. I refuse to do it. I saw. I'm morbidly curious, and also one of my favorite bands, a band called Clipping, did a track that wasn't actually in the film, but I think it was written for the soundtrack, called "Say the Name." It's really good. So I was like, I'll check it out. I'll check out the film, and I was really impressed by it. But I'm impressed by a lot of things that other people are impressed by. So, like wrestling, for example. So,
no, I'm not. Actually, I was going to say something.
Like a turd. Coming out of a bat.
Yeah. What have we got? What are our guys' guilty pleasure movies that are horrible and other people don't like, but you watch them all the time from your Spaceballs is not a rubbish. Spaceballs is brilliant, and I love it, and it's absolutely fantastic. I will fight till the ends of the earth to defend Spaceballs.
There's nothing.
That's not even a guilty pleasure. That's 100% a pleasure film.
I saw a film about Nazi zombies once, which is
there's a few of those. They're great. I love The Room.
It's terrible. It's so bad. It's so bad. I'm never
good.
You can watch The Room on the Culture Sphere, which is a link in the description, by the way, guys. If you want to like and subscribe to that channel,
I reckon we could probably get Tommy Wiseau on the show if we did that.
Maybe, but yeah, you can do it yourself. I am not going anywhere near.
Oh, it's so good though.
I am not going anywhere near that.
I don't know what my guilty pleasure films are. I'm sure they're just kind of dumb action films. Like I do love like things like The Rock, which again is great. Face Off, Con Air, films that are just kind of dumb, fun, Nicolas Cage action films, and I could watch them forever. Broken Arrow, that's another great one that I love.
I don't have any guilty pleasures, although interestingly enough, looking at Nathan Stewart Jarrett, Emma, if you're still in the chat, Google Mope from 2019. It looks ridiculous. It could be a guilty pleasure. It's about Two Mopes. It stars Nathan Stewart Jarrett. It's Two Mopes, the lowest level male performers in the porn industry, set their sights on the impossible dream. So there you go. That could be a guilty pleasure for the future. But Emma would probably be interested in watching that. So I literally just happened upon it.
You happened upon it
when I was looking at Nathan Stewart Jarrett. Yes.
Is it a? Yeah. Well, no, I'm just googling it now. That definitely looks like a frantic film.
Yeah, it could be a
looks stressful.
Guilty pleasure. Yeah.
I think we should probably hurry up these things and then get on with the filming. I'm in no rush, so you know.
Well, yeah, no, I want to be in bed by like a certain
Jay,
hour.
I'm evil, scared of snakes too. If I got a girlfriend, I think you'll take her as a bet your module. What?
I haven't been looking at the call. I've been relying on you. So like, what's?
Yeah, man.
Jay is more charming than you, Jack. But you've got your own je ne sais quoi. Emma and I were talking about this the other day. Jack does not give an F. Jack just doesn't give an F, and that in itself is charming. You know, like people say people don't give an F. Jack actually doesn't give an F. Like actually, like
that.
people.
Can I learn that from you, Jack? That would be
like Jack just does not give a flying F about like he just don't care, and there's a freedom in that, and I love that, you know.
There's a beauty and a freedom.
Right. So there's one question. We'll do one more question, then we'll start the filming. So we start the watch along. The question from Anthony Manzano. Dom and Jay, who do you guys think is going to replace Daniel Craig? It should be Idris Elba. After No Time to Die, as James Bond, you're planning to give it a 007 moniker to the female agent in the movie. So they're planning on giving it to a female performer. Yeah, that's cool.
I have heard that they're giving it to the woman who's in it as well. If I could pick anyone, it would be Idris Elba. Because obviously the rules. I'm Idris Elba. The whole kind of rule is they have to be British, don't they? They can be Scottish, they can be Irish, you know, they can't be American. They have to be, if we're going for a guy, they have to be suave, they have to be cool, they have to be a good action person, but they have to have that kind of chill and that kind of dry, cool wit as well. And
yeah,
Tom Hardy, I'm like, yeah, he could do it. But
Tom Hardy could do it, yeah.
But I also feel like that's the obvious choice, and I 100% think Idris Elba should be the guy. I can't think of anyone who's as suave and as cool as him. If it was open to Americans, then it'd be what's his name? Played Don Draper. Because he is suave as hell. I'm just going to Google his name because I can't remember the actor's name right now. It's lost in my John Hamm. John Hamm would be my pick if it was open to Americans.
Hang on, John Hamm.
John Hamm with 2 M's. Yeah, man. Suave and cool, and just great.
John Hamm.
John Hamm. Like a ham sandwich, but with 2 M's in your ham.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. He's very suave. He's very, very cool. Great in Mad Men. When you watch him in Mad Men, you're just like, yeah, he could be Bond.
Cool.
And I think we'll probably hear Bad Taste. Yeah, brilliant.
No. It's no, it isn't. No, it isn't.
For a younger James Bond, because they've always been old, haven't they? That's the thing with Bond. He's always been old. I remember Roger Moore was like in his bloody 50s at the time.
Yeah. So let's do what we.
That I think is time for us to wrap up. So
let's do the thing.
Let's get on with the thing that we're all here to watch along with.
We're here for a reason.
Yeah, man. And basically, this is one of my favorite films of all.
Mine too.
Time of all time. And as I was saying earlier, I'm so glad that they just made 1 and 2, and then they stopped at a brilliant film and they didn't even try and carry on with that franchise. You know, I'm very thankful for them doing that, not squeezing out every bit of goodness and originality from this kind of film franchise.
Yeah, if they'd have just stopped here, in actuality, we'd be having a very different conversation. We'd be talking about the legacy. We'd be talking about the epicness of these films. But in fact, we're not. We're here talking about the.
I also feel like you can just stop at one and two, and then that's it, and you don't need to see any of the others.
But you do out of morbid curiosity. You sort of watch it.
And the ending of 3 is still an awesome ending, but. This is incredible. There's 3 different versions of this film out there. There is the theatrical cut, which is arguably better paced. There's the director's cut, and then there's like an extra director's cut with like a couple of extra scenes of the T-1000 kind of feeling walls and things for like 20 seconds. There's not much else in it. Then there's a 3D version. And then there's like a digitally done up version where they removed Robert Patrick's ball sack.
They removed Robert Patrick's ball sack?
Yeah, which you can see in like a shot, and they just removed that.
You know, Jay, I know we do this every time. You know we've spoken to his brother, don't you?
I know, and he gave us one of the best crook quotes of our lives that we're always going to be saying, which is, "He's got these eyes, man. He's got these eyes." In reference to what's his name? Walking Dead actor.
Yeah, Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. He's talking about. So how do we get on the conversation, Norman Reedus again?
I can't remember. I have no idea.
The interview's on YouTube, and he's just
it is.
It's like, I love that guy. I love Norman Reedus. He's a great guy, and but he's a really intense guy, man. He's got these eyes, man. He's got these eyes. And
I'll see if I can find the article for. There you go.
Yeah, man. It was
2013. 2013. We did. I'm wearing a headband in the still photo that the site has used. I'm wearing my headband, and I really wish I'd chosen a better choice of clothing for that day. Yeah. But we were watching a festival. It was a hefty time, wasn't it? It was a hefty. Was that the day was that when you got covered in mud and you had to push the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. That was a good day, that wasn't it? When we were trying to get out, it was a festival. It was muddy. Obviously, that was like the year everything rained, wasn't it? It was like when Drownload happened.
Drownload.
And I had to push Dom's car, and it was like, I will be quick with this story, but I had to push the car out of this mud trench that it was in. And I'm like, go. Dom revs the car, the wheel spins, and I get splattered all up me, right in the middle of me, with this kind of really kind of light coloured mud, very liquidy mud, right? We drive all the way back from Leeds. We get back to York, and we are knackered. It's very late, something like 1 or 2 in the morning at this point, maybe even later. So we go into McDonald's, as you always do, because that's the only place you can go on a late night. And Dom's like, "Just get me some nuggets, man. Just get him some nuggets." I get out of the car. The car is absolutely covered in mud, and there's because I don't know if you have this in the States, but in this particular Mackie D's in York, there's always a bouncer outside, a security guard, watching because stuff happens on a night. And he looked at the car, which was absolutely ridiculously filthy. He looks at me with all this like almost in that light was almost orange mud splattered all over me. And then I looked at it and looked at him and went, "Bad curry." And then I walked into to get some nuggets. Anyway, on that note, I think we should watch the Terminator. We are watching it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Or as I like to call it, Nachtfleisch.
Next flash.
which translates to night flesh. I don't know why, but we're watching it on Nachtfleisch.
The flash of the night, the flash of the night.
And this version's like, did you have sugar in your tea, by the way?
No, I didn't. No, my version is 2 hours, 17 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 2 hours, 17 minutes and 6 seconds, which is always good. So if you can find a version that's like that, we're watching it on the German Nachtfleisch. So
yes.
As far as the world is concerned, I'm currently in Berlin. I'm in Berlin right now, and I'm watching this on from all the way from Berlin, and I'm going to watch Terminator 2. I don't know what accent that was. It's supposed to be.
It's delightful. It was delightful.
Absolutely wrong.
It was delightful, man. So yeah, we're watching that. We're watching it. We'll start off. I'll give us a 10 count. Let us know if you find a stream. If you're okay, there's plenty. If you Google it, I know it's available on YouTube. I know it's on Amazon Prime. Yeah. I know it's on Apple TV. If you've got that. So there are ways for you to get it.
If you don't have it in your DVD or Blu-ray collection, there is, I'm sorry, something quite wrong with you. I've got about 3 different versions of it downstairs, but for consistency, I'm watching it at the same time as you on Netflix.
Indeed. But, both Jack and Jay are using a VPN, which you can do at cost, which you can do a lot of different. You can get a lot of different benefits from having a VPN. So we don't have any advertising.
It's all legal and above board. So
it is. I know some YouTube channels have advertising revenue from VPNs. We do not. But if you help us get to 1,000 subscribers, we are currently on 795. If you help us get to 1,000 subscribers, we may start making some money. So
and then I can say, get Surfshark VPN.
Absolutely.
Give it a whole yeah. It's an amazing, and I can do this whole shtick.
Well. It's not the end of your, even though we are moving and migrating to the Culture Sphere YouTube channel, which you can find the link further up in the comments. It will be the end of your time on Give Me a Whole Yeah, because I'm going to bring you back to do a wrestling event with me, Jay.
Well, I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
You will be.
I'm very excited about potentially watching a wrestling at some point. You've got to watch
a WWE show and an AEW show. They're like the 2 big promotions.
What's AEW stand for?
All Elite Wrestling.
Oh,
yeah,
it's rather elitist, isn't it?
They're the 2 big promotions in wrestling right now.
WWE is the World Wildlife.
No. So they were in a trademark battle with
Wildlife.
They were in a trademark battle with the World Wildlife Fund, which the World Wildlife Fund won. So they had to change it to WWE, which is World Wrestling Entertainment.
Well.
So now you know.
Bad times for them.
Well, it was about 20 years ago now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Vince McMahon's a billionaire, so I'm pretty sure he's fine.
I'm not worried.
He's D's. He's PD's, man.
He's PD's. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Right. So I'm going to start us off. I'm going to give us a countdown from 10. I'd like to apologise in advance to Emma because I was hoping we'd be done by 10 o'clock so I could come to bed at a normal time. But it looks like that's not going to happen. So I'm sorry. I love you. I hope you can enjoy the film if you're watching it with us. If not, I'll see you soon.
Emma, just watch it. It's an incredible film.
It is a great film. Well, Words is in. He says, I prefer Terminator 1, but this movie was all right. Well, we did a watch-along for Terminator 1.
We watched that last week, which I think you were there for.
Yeah, you were there. Words, indeed.
But there are a lot of parallels, which I'll note along the way.
Indeed. Right, ready? Let's do this. Let's do this shit.
Let's do this stuff, Brian.
Well, it's a good job. It's a good job we're not monetized yet because we'd be demonetized right there.
Yeah. Do you have to watch your language when you're monetized?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you can't swear once, otherwise you get demonetized. So I need to start practicing. I need to start practicing for not Words was there for sure. Good man. Right. So let's do this. S word, Brian.
Yeah, man.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Now.
I can't
Do it
do it now. Right.
Do this.
10.
Let's do this here.
9. 8.
8.
7. 6. 5.
5.
4. 3. 2. 1.
And I'm pressing play now.
Okay, I'm on. I've got lots of lights in studio canal.
Got Concord.
I'm studio canal, man.
Oh, I am. Which one are you from?
Which one am I from?
Are you watching it from France?
No, I'm not.
Well, the whole reason that I'm doing it on Netflix is so that we'd be on the same thing, but that's fine.
Mario Kazar presents. Lots of cars on the motorway.
Oh, I think I'm a little bit behind you then. Yeah, we go. I'm Cars on the Motorway. Pacific Western production.
Lightstorm Entertainment. So what?
That's exactly where I am.
A James Cameron film with the swings.
Yeah, that's where I am. We're good.
Why is my? I was gonna say, why is my sound not working? It's because I didn't turn it up. Okay, we've got the skull in the car.
It's also unfortunate that we're doing this on the 3rd of September, because had we done this on August the 29th, that would have been better, wouldn't it?
That was the plan originally, I think.
Yeah.
But then I moved it because I'm an idiot.
Like most of the Titanic, they did. Predator would be a good watch along. It would. We should do that next week. Should we do it next week?
What's that? Predator?
Yeah, Predator 1.
All right. Well, that can be the launch one on the Coaster.
Yeah, man.
Tune in. It's happening with my hair. There you go. Down.
The war against the machine.
The machine just crushed the skull, and I can never get used to that. I know it's happening, but I can never.
I said it last week, and I'm saying it again. The Terminators are the coolest robot design out of
the original
anything.
ones. The original ones, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They changed them for Gen Y Sys and things like that, but like these Terminators. Also, incredible in-camera effects in here. I mentioned this last
absolutely.
Time, but we've got back projection. We've got that is a back projection with actors stood in front.
That's amazing.
And the back projection was all models that were filmed at scale.
That is incredible.
So that's why you don't get any blue screen stuff, because it's all in camera technically.
I've just seen
a model.
Yeah. I've just seen an explosion. You got the Terminator shooting at the camera directly.
Yep. We've got loads of rad ass Terminators. Things exploding. Oh, it's so exciting.
Love it.
And this is John Connor.
John Connor.
With his little scar on his face.
Yeah. Gotta love him.
My son.
John Connor.
Terminator. And all that fire, all that cool ass fire.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
Dum 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 Also, this theme is my favorite version of the two, but the original Terminator theme actually has a couple of extra notes, so it's like ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. So they pare down a few notes in this, so that's another fact for you. Edward Furlong's first film. He's had an interesting career, hasn't he?
Yes, he was the Crow. He was the second Crow.
He was, wasn't he?
Or the third Crow.
Wasn't Kirsten Dunst in one of those?
Yeah, Kirsten Dunst was in one of them, yeah.
Good times.
Ba-dum,
Also,
ba-dum.
American History X. Eddie Furlong's really good in American History X. Love that film. Dennis Muren, one of the best visual effects artists ever. Stan Winston, an absolute legend. One of my favourite people ever. And I will, as this film goes on, keep pointing out all the really awesome in-camera effects and things that you probably wouldn't have noticed. Because this film won an Oscar in 1991, obviously for its best visual effects and makeup and things like that. But it's not just the CGI that makes it good. It's all the other cool little elements that are in there, which I will mention as it goes along.
I miss playing that live. I want to do it again.
Well, mate, we'll do it. We'll do it on the 15th.
Nice.
And then we get another truck. So the same kind of thing as last time, where we had a truck.
Continuity,
yeah. Dunkin' Donuts.
Gotta love some Dunkin'.
Yeah,
what Chris you got?
Got some Doritos.
Nice.
I know what Doritos are. I know what Mountain Dew is.
Look at me.
Look at the size of me. I know what Mountain Dew is. So, Dom, you see those like glowing effects?
Yeah.
On the side of it and on the floor.
Mm.
How they did that is very, very clever. They obviously cut it all out and then they painted this reflective paint.
No.
On all the corners of everything. And then they stuck like a fluorescent light at just the right angle. So as the camera turns round, it looks like it's cooling down and stopping, but all it is it's getting less light on it. So it's a total camera. Yeah. How cool is that?
That's amazing. That's so cool.
Very clever. There's so many clever in-camera things in this. I love this whole scene.
Yeah.
You need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. She's like, what the hell? She's like, oh my. I'm Arnold Braunschweiger, the famous comedian. She's happy.
She's very happy.
She's happy with the slab of meat that just walked in.
Oh, she's also very happy. She's
checking his ass out. Look at that. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. You forgot to say please. Carcinogen. Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
No.
Oh damn. He's not having a good day today, is he?
No, that's his arm done.
That's it. Oh, yeah, he gone.
Yeah, through the window. Off your pot, mate.
Off your pot, mate. Take it. I take your gun.
Pull it out.
Pull it out. Pull it out. Banana. Arnie is bad to the bone. Can't let you take the man's mule, son. I love how threateningly precise Arnie is with this bit.
Yeah.
He just goes. He is Bayard, isn't he?
He is.
Can we cover this song?
Yes, absolutely.
Means we get some saxophone in there.
What?
We can get some sweet saxophone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bad of the bone. Arnie was wearing budgie smugglers in this bar scene.
Man, I can agree with that. I probably do the same back in the day as well. Yeah.
I think I saw this one before I saw Terminator 1.
Oh yeah, you did,
really
didn't you?
bad. Because I was like 9 when it came out, you know. And I watched it with my family, oddly enough, and it was just great. But I already had the whole thing spoiled for me because all the adverts and trailers and stuff already spoiled that reveal before the film even really came out. Well, I think we've got Give Me a Hole, yeah. Can we please watch Batman 89?
Yeah,
yes, we can.
That was my plan.
Absolutely can. Yeah, man, on the list.
Mikhail, if you go further up the comments, you'll see that me and Jay are navigating our film reviews over to the Culture Sphere channel. So you can follow that. The link further up in the comments. It's always nice to have you involved in our stuff. So if you want to give that a like and a subscribe, we're going to be moving our film reviews over there.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like they've digitally erased Robert Patrick's ballsack.
He did.
Oh, he will, dear. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a dog near you? I can hear barking.
How's Wolfie? I can hear him barking. There is a dog. I have a neighbour that has a dog. I can't hear it barking, but I'm wearing these. So probably is the answer to that.
Excuse me. Let's have a look. Have you seen Albino Farm with a certain Chris Jericho in it? No. I saw this before T1 and the day before T3 was out. Wish I didn't know who was heel and who was face before I saw it. Jay, for your reference, heel in wrestling is the bad guy. The face is the good guy.
Oh. Face as in, like in the 18.
I've never seen the 18.
It's great. You should watch it. Also, we've got a good cast here. We've got I can't remember that actor's name, but he's she's not my mother, Todd. He's in 24 and he's really good. But also Jeanette Goldstein, who was Vasquez in Aliens.
Okay, cool.
Hey Vasquez, you ever been mistaken for a man? No, have you? It's just too bad. Bang. It's great. Oh, and a bit of Linda Hamilton. She's henched up. She's looking in my opinion, sexy AF right now. Also slightly mad, which for some reason makes her more sexy to me. I don't know why. But I think Dom and I share that.
We do. Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. We've got to get to the chopper right now. Come with me if you want to live. Also, yes, incredible Guns N' Roses song. Absolutely.
I hate Guns N' Roses. Jack knows this.
Yes, Sander Berkeley. Yes, 24. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Dr. Silberman. How's the knee? Fine, Sarah.
What's your time code, dude?
Well, it's probably not going to sync up with yours because I'm watching it on Netflix. So I had more.
It's the same.
It is the same. I'm 2, 12, and 30 is what I'm on.
What?
2 hours, 12 minutes, and 23 seconds left.
All right, I'm 15 minutes in. I've just had how's the knee?
All right. I'll pause it for a sec.
Cool.
Because I'm probably just a little bit ahead of you.
Yeah. I'll update you.
Yeah, man. I'll say quotes as they happen, and then you can tell me I'm wrong.
Then there's a lady just with glasses, just looking into the room. They're walking away from her room now.
Well, I'm still a little bit in front. It's crazy.
Police car just pulled up to protect and serve. Robert Patrick getting out of the police car.
Well,
Shutting the door, walking up to the residence. Shadow on the door, knock on the door. Dude opens the door. The illegal guardian of John Connor. Could I speak with him, please?
oh, in which case I'm massively behind you. I just need to ask him a few questions.
Yeah, just there.
He's a good-looking boy. Mind if I keep this picture? You can't say that these days, can you? Anything about a big guy on a bike? I've just got, please insert stolen card now. Is that where you are?
Yeah, I'm a couple of seconds after you.
Cool. Look at that awesomely old school bit of tech he's got there. Jeanette Goldstein was in Titanic. Yes, she was. She's in a lot of Cameron's films.
All right.
Jay, what do you think of the last few Terminator movies? Didn't perform well. Do you think it's because they didn't have Arnold in them? Well, I thought it was because they were terrible films, but that's just my opinion. But Arnold, as I choke on Doritos, so give me a second here.
All right, both kids getting on the bike now.
The last one.
He wasn't the last one. Pulling out the picture of the mum.
She's a total loser. And then more Guns N' Roses. Yeah, what did you think, Dom, of the last few Terminator films?
They were okay. I mean, I'm a lot easier to please than you. When it comes to films, I just like, moments. I watch films for moments and stuff. But yeah, they were okay. Nothing world beating,
My stream's just stopped, but you keep watching and then tell me where you're at in a bit, because it's just for some reason stopped. So I need to find it.
That's what you get for Netflix.
That Nachtfleisch, that's what I get with my Nachtfleisch, isn't it?
Nachtfleisch.
Maybe it's something to do with. See if I go to Frankfurt, if that helps. Right. So, what bit are you at? Are you in the dream sequence? Sarah Connor.
I'm on the video where she's.
Oh, heal him already. You're dead already.
Before that, dream sequence. No, she's she's looking at the TV screen with a cigarette.
Okay. I know what happens. It happens, that bit. It's all good.
August 20. Yeah, real to you too. Yeah. Real bad day. Get it?
Anyone not wearing 2 million sunblock? I am quite far behind you. I need to speed up.
I'm much better now. Clearer.
So which bit are you at, John?
They're in the room together. Sarah is in the room with the police officer. She just slumps in her chair, pulls a chair forward. Something to look forward to.
She's like, if you said if I showed improvement, I could go and see my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said yeah.
Cool.
You would transfer me to minimum security ring.
Yeah. And you could see my son. Yeah, cool. I'm at that bit. That's cool. Good.
Good.
Let's go back to what you were saying about those Terminators. This film's set 8 years from now. Is it?
Yeah.
What? Terminator 2?
It could happen.
It definitely could happen. If Elon Musk has anything to do with it, it probably will. Oh, the future bits of 2029. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool. Totally. I think this film was actually set in 1995, I think, which is hilarious. Or 97.
Dinosaur.
Mr. Dyson, who was also Cyborg's dad in in the Just Dece League. Both versions. Don't ask. I can imagine just finding these like Terminator parts.
Man, this is surreal. The fact that there are places like this that exist in the world freaks me out. You know, like places we have no comprehension of.
Definitely.
How are the wife and kids?
It's a supercomputer. It thinks and learns like we do. It's superconductive at room temperature. Other computers are just pocket calculators by comparison. Mr. Dyson will go on to make vacuum cleaners.
Oh, they took the arm. They took the arm. What?
Yeah, the only bit that didn't get crushed. He's not letting Sarah go see her son.
So intense, man.
So intense.
She's got such an intense look about her, hasn't she?
Yeah. Son of a bitch. To be fair, I sometimes do this, don't I?
Yeah. This is you get to a point you'll be like,
I'm like, you son of a bitch. And then I'm like writhing around. People have to strap me in. Dom's had to strap me in loads.
oh yeah, I strap you.
More Guns N' Roses. Arnie's in his bike and he's driving along, looking around for John Connor.
Imagine how lucky we are. You know, they used to have to carry around boom boxes if they wanted to,
Man.
you know what I mean? Carry around things when we just have it in our car. We take it off for granted, don't we?
We do. We have little boom boxes now, and it's not as rad, you know.
Yeah.
We've got Robert Patrick.
Searching.
He's not been in the X-Files yet, but he's having a search. Do you think if Arnie had scanned Robert Patrick, he'd have known that he was a T-1000?
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
That guy's mullet is phenomenal.
It is.
And the mullet should have died by this point, but he's got a ginger mullet, and it's not okay.
I've got friends with mullets now, and I'm like, what are you doing?
No, it shouldn't come back. I'm sorry, it shouldn't.
Grunge is allowed to return. Grunge is back. But,
grunge can come back. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, the hilarious thing is that we had cooler looking games in '97 than these games.
Yeah.
I think he's right over there.
Oh man.
Hey. This is like the most intense scene in the whole film. Well, it's not, but it's one of them. I love it. Arnie comes in. Robert Patrick's there. Guy's got his Pepsi because we need to advertise.
He's pushed the kid over.
Once again, I think I'm maybe a little bit ahead of you.
Just doesn't give an S word. Just pushing those kids away.
Has John entered the back bit yet?
The Terminator is just coming up. Arnie with his box of flowers / gun.
Do you mean his Guns N' Roses?
Yes. John Connor is running away. He's running away. Slow motion.
Slow motion.
Terminator.
Get down.
Get down. Wait. No, I've just seen get down.
Down. And then he guns the Pepsi guy. And the audience are thinking, say what? I thought he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Boom. And you're thinking, why has he got this weird goo on him? And then you're like, oh no, he's as strong as Arnie. That's not possible. Maybe he's not human. And then he chucks Arnie out the window.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Oh.
Now he throws him out the window.
Chucks him out the window, and it's the exact same shot as when he comes out of the Tech Noir Club in the first film. Shot for shot. And then there's a nice little moment that I never noticed when I first saw it, where the T-1000 looks at the silver mannequin and gives it a look. And I'm like, ha. There's a lot of humor in this film.
Yeah. It's very self-aware, isn't it?
guns and bombs of chemicals moving parts. It doesn't work that way. And then in the playground, when we watched this film, everyone was like copying the T-1000 run where he does that.
Yeah. Look at him go. Robert Patrick. What a beast.
What a beast. He's a great actor. He needs to be in more stuff. I love him.
He is, yeah. I think he was very underrated.
Yeah.
In the time, I suppose now he's come to be acknowledged for his, for how cool he is. But I think at the time he was quite underrated.
Yeah, you can't really compared to Arnie, one of the greatest horror characters of all time.
Different folks, different strokes.
Absolutely, and I have to insert this here, that the original idea for the Terminator was it was supposed to blend in and just be a face in the crowd.
Really?
So yeah, so Michael
that
Biehn,
would have been creepier.
It would have been creepier, wouldn't it? Because it was more like a horror. Michael Biehn originally auditioned for the Terminator, and Arnie originally auditioned to be Kyle Reese. How crazy is that? And when Cameron met Arnie and was like, wow, this guy's insane, he changed his whole idea and made it less about an infiltration unit, which is what they're still called.
Yeah.
And made it about just this absolute beast of a man who's unstoppable.
Oh my God.
Also, the bit where the truck goes through the thing, that is a constructed set. It's a real life-size truck, but they constructed that bit of the bridge for him to go through.
That is amazing. What a fact. Thanks, Jay.
Yeah, man, there's lots of very good facts in this sequence, actually. Big storm drain. It's all good. One of the main ones is how you can kind of really tell that it's not Arnie on the bike, but they may have digitally replaced his face in this version. I'm not too sure. It's
a bit like the mirror thing, which scared me last week when he's it's clearly a dummy, but it still scares. It still scares him.
It's clearly a dummy in one shot. Like, it's still a creepy scene. And the bit where he's doing the arm surgery is awesome. Also, the bit where Arnie is flipping the gun around.
Yeah,
that was like a custom gun, because if he'd have done that for real, it would have 100% broken his hand. So the clip on it is way bigger than it would be on a normal gun. Another fact, because I'm full of them.
It's good, man. This is what we're here. This is what we're here for, man.
Yeah, you're here to. I'm educating people,
Absolutely.
Also, there is one of the best moments of rear projection that you'll see in a minute. Arnie goes down on the bike and he rides along and he picks up John Connor in a minute.
That awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. The sparks from the motorcycle. Awesome.
Yeah, so good. So when he picks up John Connor, lifts him on top of his bike, that's just a rear projection. And I never noticed. Now that I know that shot, I only found this out a few months ago. I can totally tell that it is just a rear projection thing.
Yeah.
But I've never noticed that before, that they were just on a sound stage and that's just a projection. And then the whole thing explodes.
Boom.
And he thinks, has the T-1000 turned into a tire? No. No, it hasn't.
That would have been a very short movie.
The end. And then one of the most iconic scenes in cinema history. The CGI T-1000 comes out and morphs in. Bearing in mind this was before Jurassic Park, so 2 years before Jurassic Park. It was 2 years after The Abyss, where Cameron used a similar technique with the water. And this is the most CGI had ever been pushed to this point. Do you think ILM, if they were when they were making this film, if you said, "Oh, by 2020 we'll be able to make Avengers Endgame" or something like that, or Game of Thrones?
Yeah, you wouldn't have thought like that was possible at this point. Of course not.
They'd be like, "Wow." Like,
Yeah,
imagine
there's
just
no
going
way.
back in time and just showing them that on like a 4K, 4K play, and just be like, yeah.
Imagine that dude in the background, just walking across the shot. I was that guy. Yeah.
For a hot minute, this is the most expensive film ever. It was, yeah. It's one of the most expensive films I've made. Living digital augmented endoskeleton. My mission is to protect you.
Cybernetic organism.
I'm a cybernetic organism. Living tissue of a metal endoskeleton. Who sent you? You did. 35 years from now. And there's Robbie Boy. The R Patrick.
I'm behind you again, man, but it's all right. It's fine.
Jack says, "Do I know that the suits in Avengers Endgame are CGI?" Yes, and I don't understand why all the suits that everybody wears in all the Avengers and Marvel movies are always CGI. Like, surely it's more expensive. Surely it's more expensive to pay all these animators than it is to just build an Iron Man suit. Like, I just don't get why they keep doing that. It's nuts. They have reasons, but I don't know why. Oh, that's my favourite line as well. The D1000 would definitely try to reacquire you there. He really stumbles over that line.
They're already dead.
Your parents are already dead. Something's wrong. She's never this nice. Goddamn dog barking at. Shut up, you worthless piece of... I can't say the next word because, you know, we're streaming. What's the dog's name? Max. What's wrong with Wolfie? I can hear him barking.
First appearance of dead.
First appearance of dead. And this is an awesome, awesome shot as well. Right through his head. And it's still 30 years later, because I think it's 30 years since this film came out.
Yeah.
Still, like, the effects are still pretty good. Like, yes, you can tell they're CGI.
Yeah, but it carries well, doesn't it?
This thing can imitate anything it touches. Yes, and it sounds by physical contact. I'm just quoting the film now because I have seen it so many thousands of times I can. Only an object of equal size. Bombs came from complex machines. Doesn't work that way. Knives and stabbing weapons. You know, there's a website called doesthedogdie.com.
What? Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it tells you if the dog dies in the film. So if you're worried about
way.
whether the dog dies, you go to doesthedogdie.com and you're
Oh,
like,
cool.
oh, Independence Day, what happens to the dog? Oh no, it survives a flaming ball of fire. But then you go to Terminator 2 and you're like, yeah, the dog dies. R.I.P. And with families, children. We've both just we've gone quiet and we're just like watching the film.
Yeah, yeah. This is what we would do, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, she just nicked the paper clip. It's so well shot, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It
Like
is
the
so
locations.
So
The locations
well
are awesome.
and everything has this kind of slightly blue tint to it as well, which is great.
Yeah.
And it's a really not good natural follow-on from the first one
Yeah.
as well. Like when you think, well, what would happen to these characters and where we left them? It's like that's what would happen. I think it's just brilliant.
God, I miss like 90s haircuts. You know, like the curtains.
You should. I mean, you've got a little bit of curtain going on at the moment, but
Yeah, I've gone for the bob. So 90s bob.
you're more Chad Kroger at the moment, though.
Chad Kroger.
Look at this graph.
Look at this graph.
The highest probability for success would be.
It was really good when we saw them, weren't they? They're really,
really good. So Dom and I saw them themselves. What are they called?
Nickelback.
Nickelback. It's been a long day. Yeah, we saw Nickelback live and they were really, really good. And Avril Lavigne was backstage, but she never came out and I was really annoyed, so I wanted Avril Lavigne to come out. You have to do what I say, huh? Because she told me to. Dom, why don't we watch all the Crow films?
I watched the first one. Me and Emma watched one.
I've only seen the first one. I've not
Yeah,
seen
you
any
don't
of them.
need to see the rest of them.
I might have seen the third one actually.
No.
Take a hike, bozo. Oh, let's put your leg down. And he grabs him by his hair. You jack douchebag.
I'm a Terminator. It's like the ultimate excuse, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, I'm a Terminator. T1 has a slightly blue tint because James Cameron just knew his lighting well. and would only film T1 in streets of fluorescent lights. True. Cameron knows everyone's job. That's the great thing about Cameron.
That's it in the industry. Like we're always told, like when you train, as I'm sure you would, like you've got to know everybody's job. You've got to have an understanding of it to know for it to work, right?
Yeah, you've almost got to know everyone's job better than them, so you know how to do it. Or if you don't, you trust the people. Trust people who do know their jobs. Jack said, Crow films? Well, I've seen Spring Wrestle, so pretty much.
Sting. Yeah, he's talking about Sting.
I don't.
Google Sting. WWE.
Not Sting and the Police.
No, not that one.
Sting, who has tantric 5-hour.
No, Google Sting.
Relations with Trudy Style. Okay. Sting. What, WWE?
Yeah.
Or just wrestling? Everybody's, oh yeah, pretty much.
In the 90s, WCW, which was the competition then at that point.
Oh yeah, he did look like the Crow, didn't he, back then?
Back then, his whole thing, because it was the mid 90s, and they were taking advantage of the buzz from that film. Sting,
Yeah,
he was like a surfer dude before, and then reinvented himself to kind of coincide with the film, and then it just stuck. His look has always been that way.
Yeah, he's got the the blade coat and everything. I can dig it.
I think they're redoing that for Marvel, aren't they?
What, the Crow? Oh, well, they're redoing Blade.
Yeah, Blade. Yeah.
Oh wow, Sting is 62 years old. Wow, he's 62 years old. He old.
Yep.
They're redoing Blade, but I feel like it's probably gonna lose a lot of what made Blade good.
If
Disney are owning it, Disney are owning Blade. Is it really going to be like, you know?
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
It could be good. T1000 has become the floor, which is a brilliant little bit.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Sarah Connor's picking the lock. Which I think Jack said she did for real.
That's cool.
She learned how to pick a lock. I also think the bit where he comes out of the floor, it still looks brilliant. How about a beer? And this security guy is obviously the famous, those two twins that are also in Gremlins 2 and a bunch of other films.
What an effect though that is. That's so cool.
Must be my lucky day.
Oh.
And he stabs him in the head. Wouldn't it be great being a Terminator?
It would, but yeah, to be on the
fun, wouldn't it?
to be on the receiving end of it, though, man.
I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end. Timothy Campbell. Hello, guys. Just stumbled upon your live. How are things going? They're going well.
Thanks, man.
How are you?
Nice to see you, dude. Thanks for joining us on Facebook. Yeah, doing good, man. We're just doing a film review. We're watching Terminator 2. We are currently 49. Well, I'm currently 49 minutes 57 seconds in. To Terminator 2. I'm actually not watching on Netflix. I realized I'm watching on Amazon. That's why we're not in sync. And yeah,
we're not in sync.
We're not in sync, but yeah. So please join us if you fancy watching Terminator 2. We're just watching it. Oh God, that scared the hell out of me. Sarah Connor just whacked the dude.
She yeeted him.
How are you doing, Timothy? You all right, mate?
Yeah. Get involved in the conversation. We're giving facts about Terminator 2 and other nerdy things.
Indeed. Do you know there was a TV show for Blade?
No.
I didn't know there was a TV series.
It was a Blade. I'm going to Google that.
Me too.
Blade.
God, that looks terrible.
TV show. When was that? Was that like the 90s? Oh my God, 2006. Oh, that does look terrible, doesn't it? Blade the series. It has nobody in it. A whole bunch of nobodies.
Sticky Fingers. He's got the stage. Sticky Fingers. Whoever that is, Kirk Jones.
Sticky Fingers. Yeah. Kirk Jones, aka Sticky Fingers, is a rapper, apparently. He's been in nothing, so. Oh yeah.
Did David S. Goyer directed it? Did he? No way, he did.
No, he directed the third. He directed the series.
He developed the series, yeah.
Wow.
He developed the series, yeah.
Well, yeah, because Goya's done some really good comic book, generally DC things as well. Because he wrote the Nolan Batman stuff as well.
Oh, he also did Dark City, one of my favorite films of all time.
Dark City as well, yeah, he's great. But yeah, he directed Blade 3, which again shouldn't have happened. Timothy says he's doing great. He loves the Terminator series. How could you not? Like I was saying earlier, I'm really glad they made these two really good films and then just left it at that. And Words is saying, remember the Sarah Connor Chronicles with Lena Headey? Yes, I love that show. I'm really upset it got cancelled. It was such a good show.
Shirley Manson from Garbage is a Terminator in that.
Shirley Manson from Garbage is in series 2 of that. Yeah, she is, and she's really good in it.
Man, Goya's done so much. He's doing the Sandman, but he also did the Constantine series. That's crazy.
Yeah, which was pretty decent.
Should we? Because while we were waiting to do the comic book stuff, we could do film and TV series.
We can link it over, couldn't we? With some because Swamp Thing, I finished watching that a couple of months.
Oh, nice! Yeah, I need to watch that.
It's scary. You'll jump. It's definitely more horror.
I definitely need to watch it.
Timothy, where can you see the Sarah Connor Chronicles? Was on Netflix. I don't know. I have loads of DVDs and stuff, so I have the box set, but you can find it quite cheap. But I think it's on Netflix. Gav says Blade 2 has Danny John Jules, and yes, it does, and he's great. And I think Blade 2 is potentially better than Blade, but that's a controversial opinion, or at least as equal. And now Sarah Connor's getting out, and she's yeeting people left, right, and centre. She's yoting a guy.
She's now running away. Get her! Get her! Oh, Robert's looking pretty stoic, you know, with his excellent jawline. What a jawline on that guy.
Piercing eyes as well.
These eyes, man.
He's got
these eyes, man. He's got these eyes, man.
These eyes, man. Got these eyes, man. And Linda Hamilton looking fit AF. And then Arnie comes in.
Well, these eyes, man, you got me cracking up. Well, dude, you have to watch the original. So I interviewed.
It's an in-joke.
Well, yeah, it's an in-joke, man. We interviewed Robert Patrick's brother at Leeds Festival because he's in a band called Filter, and he has this quote. Yeah, he has this quote where he says, "He's got these eyes." He's talking about Norman Reedus. I'll find it for you. Oh, yeah, she's freaking out. Sarah Connor's freaking out because Arnie's come back to get her. Arnie's come back.
He said, "I'll be back," and this is him coming back.
Way too.
I love how he has a minimal kill count in this film as well.
Yeah.
John's just run over, and she's like, "Say what? Say what? What's happening? This is everything that's wrong. Come with me if you want to live." And here he is. Here's the T-1000. He's coming for you. The three of them are united, and they have to run because the T-1000 is coming to get them.
I've just put the interview with Robert Patrick's brother that me and Jay filmed it, and I did it.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that's where the "these eyes, man" quote comes from.
It's got these eyes, man.
It's got these eyes. Once again, guys, we're migrating our film reviews over to the Culture Sphere. Yes. I'll find that link for you guys now. We're gonna be doing film reviews, comic book reviews, TV show reviews over at this channel, which I'll now post.
And Give Me a Whole Year is going to kind of remain more wrestling.
Yeah, focus more on wrestling stuff.
Words has asked, why doesn't she just act sane so she can get out the psych ward? Yes,
she did.
But I also feel like she's probably so well known in the entire building for being that crazy one that probably most of the people who work there know that who she is, you know. Timothy says, "All right, hope you all have a great stream. I'm going
Thanks,
to follow
dude.
and like you guys and hope to see you again." Thank you. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, see you again, dude.
See you again. So nice to have a lovely weekend.
Take care, dude. Come back for some wrestling. Come back for some wrestling if you like wrestling.
You like wrestling? If you like, oiled up, muscle-bound dudes rolling around, and some tarp. I know I do. Oh, T-1000 squirming himself through the top of the lift like a turd coming out of a butt.
I can't like a turd coming out of a butt. Hi, Dom. Are you going to watch Shangri-La?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. No, I'm not.
You know, I'm not that enamored with
I mean,
but I will watch it.
It could be great. I mean, I like if you wanted to go watch it, Jad, watch it.
Yeah, I won't pay money for it.
Yeah,
I'll wait till it comes out on Disney Plus for free,
yeah.
and then I'll watch it. I've kind of got Marvel fatigue. There's too many of them, and I've lost all interest in Marvel now. New Spider-Man could be good though, but it could also just be terrible. It could just be people trying to cash in on, you know, Tobey Maguire and all that jazz coming in instead of just writing a good story. But that's my hot take, which I hope to be proven wrong. I hope it's a really good film.
One Christmas, I got the first two Terminators and Aliens. I looked into it as a 15-year-old and found they were all by the Titanic man, Jim Cameron. Got obsessed with his films, and then a few years later.
Oh man, I was into Cameron when I think I saw Terminator 2. I thought it was great. Then I saw Terminator 1. Then I saw Aliens. Then I saw. Oh no, actually no. I think I saw Aliens when I was very young. So I think I've seen that first. But I didn't know it was Cameron. And then I saw True Lies, and I thought that was great as well.
That was great. I love True Lies. Yeah.
Titanic. This is a rubbish film. It's not that bad when you watch it now. It's all right. And then they've got to get that little bit of his hook out.
Drive
now. Is that where you're at? I may be a little bit ahead.
Yeah, he's just flown off the car.
And then they're chucking the bit of hook at him. Oh, this is a good one. Who's tougher, Ellen Ripley or Sarah Connor? Oh my days. Who would win? Dom, who would win?
Sarah
Ripley
Connor. I'm going to say Sarah Connor. Good question, Gav. Good question.
You know what? Sarah Connor is living for her son. She's trying to protect her son, right? Until the latest film where he gets shot in the face and then she's done with life. But Ellen Ripley's daughter died of old age while she was in hypersleep. So she has nothing left to lose.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of, by Alien 3, she's done. You know, she's done with life.
It's a bit like Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween. You're like, right, fuck. I mean, screw this. You know, I've got
that latest Halloween, the 2018 or whenever it was 2019 Halloween film was really good. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was.
Yeah, they've got her coming back, haven't they? They've got her coming back for another one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So what's your story? And Arnie goes, I'm a Terminator. What are you talking about? I'm a Terminator. You know, Dom, Arnie's still doing that thing where you can ride a tank with him.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He's still doing that thing.
No.
We should do it.
We should do it.
That'd be incredible, wouldn't it? To just.
I mean, how much would that cost, though?
Well, we've got to get to like California. But I'd do it to be in a tank with Arnie. I'd spend money on that.
Yeah, California's cool as well. I mean, as long as you can get around.
California knows how to
party.
California knows how to party. Yeah, man. In the city of LA. I have detailed files on the human anatomy.
In the city
of good old Watts. Dom and I have started a band, haven't we, Dominic?
We have started a band, yes.
And it's going to be good.
We used to be in a band called Sleepaway a long time ago.
If you want to Google us, we still exist. Some of the stuff is still out
there. Stuff still exists, yeah. We don't exist. The band died.
Doesn't exist. Evidence of the band's existence exists.
Yes, we did exist at one time. If you Google Sleepaway, there's a bunch of like free dictionary definitions of Sleepaway, but there's us in the corner. There's us in the corner. Musical artist, Sleepaway. Me, Jay, Danny.
That's the highest accolade we ever got.
Yeah, he who shall not be named. There you go.
Also, Jack's got a point. The scene now where they're drilling into Arnie's head is another really clever in-camera visual technique. No CGI or anything needed. Linda Hamilton has a twin sister who was in front of essentially a dummy of Arnold with Eddie Furlong. And then
cool.
Arnie sat behind a pane of glass with an identically made room.
Right.
With Linda Hamilton's sister matching the movements of her.
That's cool, man.
It's very cool, isn't it? So you don't get the camera in the thing. And it can all be done in one shot. Very, very clever use of traditional filmmaking techniques there.
She's got no shoes on. I'm a little bit behind you, man. She's just come out of the gas station or whatever. We have to get as far away from the city as possible.
Oh, is it daytime?
Yes.
Oh, well, no. Maybe you're watching a non-director's cut version or something. Because I'm on the scene just before that where they're like drilling into his head, which was, to be fair, deleted from the original.
I did. Yeah, you see, I have seen that. I do. Yeah.
And then
I'll pause. Either in the car.
But pause it, because there's this whole scene where she takes the chip out of his head.
I have seen
she
that.
tries to hit it with a hammer, and John's like, "No, we need it."
In the city
of LA.
You did a cover of that, didn't you once? The video.
I did the video for a local band who covered. To be fair, I still like their cover of that song. It's still pretty good.
Wonder how it's doing. I haven't seen how.
Also, Gav said Gav would go Ripley, like Jay said, like I said. She's got nothing left to lose, so she's tough as hell. Yeah.
Oh yeah. In the city.
Oh,
43,000 views that video, Jay.
Oh.
Well done.
Jack says he was eating Indian taker when he heard REM broke up. He fainted. That's me in the coma.
City.
Mikhail says, "Hi Dom, Marvel movie." And can we watch Us? Us is great.
I'd like to watch Us. That's good. It was really frightening though. Very frightening. The Marvel movie you're talking about is the Shang-Chi.
Watchmen.
Watchmen.
Well, hold your horses, Mikhail, because yes, it's going to happen, but it's gonna be a little bit more than that. So yes, Watchmen will happen.
Indeed,
Watch not this space, but the other space that we're going
to watch our space for the Watchmen. Jay, where are you, by the way, dude?
Arnie is breaking into the car.
All right, cool.
Eddie's waving the keys and saying, "We're learning yet?" So that bit.
Yeah, I'm still there. Yeah,
daylight.
I'm currently with them in the car together.
We're not in the car yet, but she's just about to get in. We have to get as far away from the city as possible.
Yep. In the city.
Head south.
And
then they're in the car and they're going past a bus.
Wait.
And keep on the 65. We don't want to get pulled over.
Yeah. Hasta la vista, baby, I've just seen.
All right. Okay, I'm not there yet. God, listen to the way people talk. Some shit like that. You say, no problemo. Say, eat me. And
chill
if
out.
Shine man, it's hasta la vista, baby. Hasta la vista, baby. Yeah, man. Gav says the Invisible Man with Elizabeth Moss is a brilliant watch along, and Dom and I saw it at the cinema, and he jumped a lot, didn't you, baby?
Yeah, I did. Very much so. In the city
of LA. Sarah's so humorless in this film, isn't she?
Very intense. Very intense.
Get a couple of $100. I'll give you half. And she's like, just give me the money.
In the city.
My favourite line is Uncle Bob, which isn't yet, it's later. How's business?
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
The bit with Arnie smiling is the best bit ever. Have you got the Arnie smiling bit in your version, Dom?
Right now, he's doing the monologue about Cyberdyne computers.
Yeah, you're clearly watching the not director's cut, because the bit I watched, he just tried to smile. It was hilarious.
I have seen that cut. It is good. He becomes self-aware at 2:40 a.m. Eastern Time.
It's in your nature to destroy yourselves. Miles Bennett Dyson is most directly responsible.
Yeah. Right, it's just stuck in my head. Sorry, guys.
Arnie smiling is the only scene where Eddie didn't loop his lines. As in, he ADR'd his lines. Because Cameron wants him to sound more innocent. I did not know that. That's very interesting.
He what now?
ADR'd his lines in post because he didn't sound innocent enough.
Yeah, there are a lot of I do sometimes think in this he sounds a little bit too innocent. So maybe that's it. Doesn't sound tough enough.
Well, he's not this great military leader yet, so I have detailed files. What he looks like, where he lives.
Cool facts, guys.
It's good stuff, eh? Imagine having a house with a swimming pool. That'd be so good, wouldn't it?
It would.
I know pretty much every American just has like a mansion with a swimming pool. Just
Man, I know a lot of Americans that do not have a swimming pool.
I guess.
That's not a thing.
And they start the day with like a stack of pancakes like that. And
that's the thing. That's definitely a thing.
Is that definitely a thing? And donuts and bagels and stuff.
God, I want some donuts. Ooh, I might be able to pre-order some donuts from Revival Donuts in Hull to my house.
Can you? If I give you some money, can you get some sent to my house?
They're really good. Google Revival Donuts; they're amazing.
So a friend of mine.
They're in Spark now. They've got a pop-up in Spark actually.
Rad, that's cool. So a friend of mine got some donuts from Donut Time, which they have loads of shops, outlets, but they're all in London.
Right.
And the donuts are like that big, are like cakes. And you get like a huge box, and it's 26 quid for a box of donuts, of 6 donuts. Right. 26 quid for 6 donuts.
Wow.
And she said they tasted horrible. They were like worse than Krispy Kremes.
Wow, that's a lot of guns.
Oh man, you're way in front of me. I'm still with Miles Dyson having a chat with his wife.
Right, I'll pause it. I'm at the guns.
And
Tell me when you're at the.
go into Raging Waters.
Tell me when you're at. Tell me when you're at the guns.
In the Uncle Bob bit. Is that where
Yeah.
you are?
Yeah.
Not too far off, but they've just arrived in the desert. There are snakes' heads everywhere.
Yeah. Tell me when
And
you're at the
she's
guns.
about to- These guns.
These guns, mate. These guns.
Guns. Do you have a VPN, Dom? You must do.
I do. I do have a VPN. Yeah.
Watched.
Never ever. I never
HBO
ever
Max.
think to do it. Like I never.
It's the only way I could find to watch.
I
This
pay
film.
for it. I pay for it, but I don't use it as much as I should do.
Well, me neither. Mikhail, is that I'd say it wrong, I think. Mikhail.
That is her name. Yes.
Hi Dom. Okay, I watched Watchmen. Very good movie. Yes, very good movie. I am a big fan of Watchmen.
Mm-hmm.
Another film that has 3 different versions of the film, and the Ultimate Edition is brilliant.
I think I'm watching the new Suicide Squad movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, Mikhail. I hope you liked
Really
it. Yes,
good.
it's really good, isn't it? Yeah.
I loved it. I had the best time watching that.
Me too.
Definitely better than the 2016 one.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of. And then I watched Space Jam 2, which was more fun than I thought it would be.
What, Space Jam? The new Space
Jam 2, yeah.
Yeah, it was all right, wasn't it? Was
I liked all the little movie references, so
yeah, it was good.
that was good.
Where are you now? Where are you now?
They've just met the friend. He's offered Arnie a drink and he doesn't move.
Yeah.
Says a grande tete or something. Uncle Bob. The Uncle Bob scene.
Uncle Bob.
And then he just picks up a child and looks at it like he doesn't know what's going on. That'll be me with Mike's kid.
Yeah.
My business partner's just had a baby, that is. And I don't know how to act around kids.
Not a child person, are you, dude?
No. Word says Snyder's Watchmen is literally the most faithful adaptation to a graphic novel. I 100% agree. I wholeheartedly agree. And I'm at the scene with the guns.
Cool. She's just walking out, so I'll just wait. Tell me when she's walking out towards the car. With Deepu in the background. On the chopper.
Fun fact: Snyder's Watchmen is written by David Hayter, the voice actor for Solid Snake.
No way.
Kids are the ones we don't swear around, right? I mean, 1, it depends on the kids, and 2, I don't give a flip most of the time, so I do it anyway.
I don't give a flying flip.
I don't give a flying fox.
He's just uncovered his machine gun. What do you call that one? What do you call that one? It goes round when it shoots.
Well, it's the minigun, isn't it, or something?
The minigun.
It's definitely you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a little bit ahead now, so it's definitely you. Yeah, she's walking towards the car. There we go. Good old Enrique.
I wish I could have met my real dad.
Yeah. Well, the other kid's into Nintendo. This is with your head. Is that where you're at?
Not yet.
Saying something about meeting his dad.
Yeah.
He's 45.
Why do you cry?
Why do you cry? Yeah, there he is. Why do you cry? Arnie, I swear, gets a Woody with that minigun. He totally does.
Yeah, he loves it. Loves it.
It's a minigun minute. Oh, Words has got a good fun fact. They're called miniguns because the caliber is smaller than the heavy machine gun. That's 50 caliber rounds.
Oh, cool.
Did not know that. Every day's a school day. Jack just noticed John Connor's T-shirt is one of CM Punk's favorite bands. Who is?
You've done this. You've done this before. You googled it last week.
Oh, I'm gonna give that again.
Watching John with the machine.
It's suddenly so clear. So she's now thinking, I should probably marry a Terminator. That was Public Enemy. Right on. It was the sanest choice. And then we get one of the most awesome dream sequences in film history as well.
Yeah, I love this. Really nice sequence, isn't it? We're starting off with the table and the knife.
And I love the sort of the magic hour sunset thing. Just looks awesome.
Yeah, some beautifully done stuff here.
Jimmy C, being a great filmmaker, can't wait for Avatar 2.
Oh man, I'm so
and
over
Avatar 3, and Avatar 4, and Avatar 5. But
yeah, so over Avatar. I mean, it's beautiful. Again, brilliant work. I appreciate it, but it's just not.
The thing is,
not for me.
Cameron is the master of sequels, though, isn't he? I mean, Aliens, T2.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Cameron's always been.
If anything, he's probably going to do a good job. Whether you give a flip about Avatar or not, he's probably going to do a good job of it.
We've been talking about bad sequels and stuff, but James Cameron could normally nail it.
Yeah, I mean, he may prove us wrong by making a series of terrible Avatar films, but at least he did write it all like years ago, so he kind of knows where he's going to go with the storyline. Apparently. Also, this dream sequence is awesome.
Yeah, man, super dark when you think about it.
And she's dressed like the waitress that she was in the first film.
Yeah.
And then they all get fried.
Boom.
They gone. Oh God, that is actually quite horrific, isn't it?
Yeah.
And some really obvious CGI of all the buildings falling apart.
Yeah.
And some really obvious models.
Boom. Everything's gone. Godzilla.
Godzilla. And then the skin falls off and she's just a skeleton. That's just like nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like the most apocalyptic image. I love it. Jack says, I'd marry a Terminator, take it to rough pubs, and just say everyone... What? Just say everyone there has improper relationships with their mum.
Oh, yeah.
Avatar...
Just have the pub to yourself, Jack.
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
Avatar was, yes, it's a very expensive Aliens remake. It basically was, but it was also Dances with Smurfs. But I still love it. I think it's actually really good. He does good sequels, but he didn't do the classic Titanic 2, which I've not seen. No fate. No fate but what we make. Okay, so the whole thing goes. Future's not set. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves.
Ourselves.
Dyson, I need to hoover the floor.
You're thinking about getting a no fake tattoo, Jack? I mean, there's better things you could get tattooed, I think. She's gonna blow him away.
I'm blowing away.
I don't mean you're watching Monday Night Raw. No, Mikhail. I've given up on Raw because I'm tired, Mikhail. I get tired.
I'm tired of the same old things, the same people, the same places, the same old things.
It starts at 1 a.m. UK time, Mikhail, and it finishes at 4. And it is the worst WWE show at the moment.
I thought you loved it.
Well, while it makes us unique,
it's not good anymore.
Well, no, but all the other channels have given up on it because it's like really, it's like a slog. It's like you watching.
I was going to say, why is it not as good? Give me details.
It's just a slog. It's a slog. The show just isn't as good. The quality isn't as good. And yes, it's really, really bad. And I just can't do it. I just can't do it. You know, I'll do it when I'm living in the new house, maybe. You know, when I can go to bed with Emma and have a cuddle afterwards.
When she's gone to bed at like 9, 10 o'clock, and then you crawl in. Yeah,
at like 4 in the morning.
8 hours later.
But it's a little easier, isn't it, than like, you know, driving back at 4 a.m. and waking her up, having to get in the house, having to wake up the dog, that kind of stuff. Where I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that if we were living in the same house, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'd be upstairs.
Still 4 in the morning is a bit of a push. Like 2 in the morning is fine. 3 in the morning, okay, yeah, once in a while. 4 in the morning, I think, is a bit.
Yeah, that's so every Monday. Every Monday, I was doing 4 in the morning finishes.
Yeah, that's a bit much. I think.
It does get us more subscribers than anything else doing those Mondays because it's the longest time. You know, it's the longest time you're on for. But like, yeah, on your own as well. Doing it on your own is tough.
I've also been doing it on your own.
Well, not more recently. Yeah. I had someone else doing it with me. No, I do it with Danny on Mondays because Anthony won't touch Raw with a barge pole.
Sarah Connor is gunning everything down.
Yep.
She has got a lot of guns.
Nobody move.
Oh, I'm still a bit where she's gunning everyone down.
Oh, the kids begging not for his dad not to be hurt.
Just shoot the kid. She shoots him. Blood splatters, and he goes down.
Yeah. I'm a little further away.
I think you are. I've got nobody move. Get out of the way.
Yeah. She's pointing the gun. She's pointing the gun down. She's crying.
I've not got that bit yet. She does a convincing crazy person, doesn't she?
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
And one of my favourite scenes in all of movies is coming up, where Arnie shows them the Terminator arm.
Yeah.
Which I fucking love, that scene.
Yeah, he's coming in, he's kneeling down.
I'm just going to skip ahead somewhere you are.
At the start of the pandemic, we were all washing hands 24/7. My hand looked like the Arnie endo in the scene.
I'd still wash my hands 24/7.
Yeah.
My wife is called Skynet to scare thieves. Don't remember when yours was pretty fly for a Wi-Fi?
I do.
That was funny, wasn't it?
Good times. Yeah. Those were some of the best years of my life, man.
They were the best of times. They were the blurst of times.
The most chaotic times, but also some of the stuff we got up to, man. You're like, that's what youth is for. You know.
We're still young, kind of. I mean, you are. Me less so. See, I've still got her telling John that she loves him, and they have a sweet embrace.
He's now, yeah, you go. He's now doing the showing with the knife. Do you want me to pause it?
Yes, please, because he's scanning his arm and saying,
yeah. So
stop bleeding.
So the kid, John Connor's now talking to the kid.
Okay,
so
I'll be there. I'll be there in a few seconds.
Cool.
Who are you people? He hands him the knife. Says, show him.
Yeah, you there?
No, he's taking his jacket off. Come on, Danny.
Yeah, that.
Danny appears in Terminator Genesis. Am I right in thinking? Here we go.
Right.
And he's slicing around his arm. He's like, WTF? And then he goes round. This is such a clever effect as well. It's an animatronic puppet arm with operators just behind him, and it's seamless. Now listen to me very carefully. I shall say this only once. And now he's got one glove like Michael Jackson. He took it pretty well. You take it pretty well, don't you, Tom?
What? I was engrossed in it. I was engrossed in the monologue.
Nothing.
What'd you
Nothing
say?
at all.
What'd you say, man?
I say you take it pretty well.
Oh yeah, I do take it pretty well. So do you, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. How are you supposed to know? You know what it's like to create a life. Feel it growing inside you. You're being requested to, I think, to watch Raw.
Oh. I'll talk to Danny
Please.
Mikhail, but I'm doing no, probably not. Probably not. Like realistically, probably not. I'll talk to Danny. We're gonna do special Raws. Me and Danny will do special Raws, special SmackDowns. Obviously, SmackDown's coming up in a few hours, but I'm not doing that because I'm going to bed after this. It is currently 10:16 in the evening UK time.
It is.
But as long as you stick with us, Mikhail, we'll keep doing content. We'll keep providing some wrestling stuff. We're going to do movies. You're being asked a question now, Jay.
I know I am. I'm going to select it. Do I think the old Western genre of movies is ever going to be popular like it was in the 60s? We see multiple movies released in 1 year instead of one every few. I would love it to be, but I kind of think it's had its time, and it's quite sad.
Oh yeah, I would agree personally.
Western, I would love it. Yeah, the Westerns to just come back and be a whole thing, but I think audiences now, they want sci-fi, they want superheroes, they want big action, big special effects, and those. Yeah, the Western genre was like a fast-paced, dynamic, cool, lots of gunfights and things like that in the 60s and 70s. But yeah, then Star Wars happened, ruined the whole thing. So even if it's a really cool, really well done Western, it's still not as fast-paced as something like Avengers. So it's sad. But yeah, occasionally they make them, and whenever they make a Western, it never does as well as it should. That's a bit sad.
That's great. Last time I enjoyed a Western theme film, and this shows my age, but also how not into those films I am, was Wild Wild West with, but purely because it was Kenneth Branagh working with Will Smith.
Can we watch that film because it has a great song, Wiki 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 Wild
Wiki
Wild West.
Well, it's Kenneth Branagh working with Will Smith, and
Kenneth Branagh was ridiculous in that film, and he's a great actor, but his accent was going all over the place, wasn't it? But Will Smith elevates everything he's in, 100%.
Wiki Wow, Wiki Wild West. Gav, he says, "Hey Ant, how you doing? It's good to have you guys in. Good to have Gav Germany. Good to have Anthony Manzano." Jay,
if I'm a big fan of gangster movies, I recommend Little Caesar. Oh yeah. I've never seen the original Little Caesar, but I really want to watch it. I've seen the original Scarface, and that is good. Little Caesar is Lukmar on the top of the world or something, isn't it? At the end when it all blows up, and he was an absolute meanie, wasn't he? So that's definitely on my list of things to watch. Because I find it really interesting going back and watching old films from the 30s and 40s, because they're always a lot better in terms of storytelling and acting and stuff like that than you think you are. Because you think, oh, they're all black and white movies, but when you watch them, you like, obviously then some of them are crap, but when they're well made, it's like, wow, this is a good film. So I definitely do. Yes, also, I can vouch for this factoid. Will Smith chose Wild Wild West because he didn't want to be Neo in The Matrix. I think Matrix was, he was like, I don't understand what's going on. This is dumb. And yeah, they needed a Wild Wild West. So, Lukmar, top of the world is white heat. Oh, that's me getting that wrong then.
This is what you're here for, Jack. Thank you for that, dude.
Yeah, I keep going on about how I'm the biggest film nerd ever, but
no, it's all right. It's all right, man.
I'm not really. I mean, there are nerds out there like
yeah, but I don't want to sit with those people and watch movies, dude. So you know what I mean.
My favorite film in black and white is Schindler's List. It's very good. Have you seen The Lighthouse? Because that's a very good black and white film, and it's so weird.
I've not seen it.
It's really, we should watch it, man. It's kind of funny in a really weird, bizarre way.
Right, that sounds like our bag.
It is, but it's like, it's just mad. It is a mad film, but I really like it. And it only came out like last year. I think last year. See, now I've got a scene which you probably aren't watching, Dom, which is T1000 going around the Dyson residence.
Yeah, no, I don't have that.
Checking.
Oh no!
Stuff
Wait,
out.
no! He's walking up. He's walking up to.
And he hears the name Connor, and he stops, and he goes,
he's got the bit. Yeah, no, he's in. Yeah, no, he's in the.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because I've seen this version so many times. I've only seen the theatrical cut once, and that was when I was about 9 years old. So I can't remember what scenes have been put in. Like the way that Arnie's just merrily smashing stuff up with a giant axe.
Yeah.
He's like, "Excuse me, can I borrow that?"
Right. So they're all the police have lined up outside the building.
All right. Well, I'm behind. I'm behind you.
So I pause it.
Yes, please.
Cool.
My
Thanks,
favorite black and white film is Sin City. That is
that
I
was
like that.
brilliant.
I really like Sin City. I haven't seen the second one. Heard it wasn't that great. Currently watching Howl on the Horror Channel. Yeah, I've not seen Howl. Oh, here we go. Now they're lining up. So there we go. And where you are. Yeah, I've seen Casablanca many moons ago. It's a great film. Run Silent, Run Deep. I don't think I've seen it, but I'm going to check. Sometimes I think I've seen a film and I haven't. No, I haven't seen Run Silent, Run Deep. Clark Gable in it. But yeah, definitely on one of my need to see films. Sin City's great. You saw it on a second. You saw it on a second date with an evil ex. We've all got some of those, haven't we, Dom? Dom more so than others.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Probably.
Tom
Definitely.
Talks Rubbish has just joined.
Hey, man. How you doing? Nice to see you.
And also,
Ivan.
Has just popped in. Hello, Ivan. How are you?
Nice, Ivan. Nice to see you, dude.
Less than a week.
Dom just wrapped a day of interviews today too with Stephen Larson and Sam from College. Good man. Stephen Larson are great. Love them. Big inspirations for me and Anthony. We're currently watching the Terminator 2. We are 1 hour. Well, I'm 1 hour 36 minutes and 45 seconds in. Tom, if you want to join us, I'm watching on Amazon. Amazon and YouTube rather. I keep thinking, and I'm watching on YouTube.
What are you watching it on?
God knows.
I think you're watching the theatrical one, and I'm watching the director's cut. So we're kind of both at a bit of a.
Yeah, so currently Annie's got the minigun out and he's shooting at the police officers.
He says, "Trust me," and then he just guns everyone down. So they all run away. Yeah.
Terminator 2 is my favourite movie of the series. That's great to know, Ivan. Well, we are watching it right now, dude. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, mine as well. I love it to bits. I really wish I'd seen this at the cinema, but unfortunately, I was but a child. I reckon some people probably weren't born. Run Silent, Run Deep was remade as a Star Trek episode. One of the biggies called Balance of Terror. I did not know that either.
Oh yeah,
and yes, there is an obvious model of Arnie getting shot later, but it's still good.
And he's just shooting single shots at police cars, blowing up
I love that
cars.
sound effect as well. It's like,
yeah.
It's great.
Man, am I
zero.
Just going into the bathroom, all right? We're back.
Oh, come on. This is the bit where it gets really good. Where he has to, like, walk into the crowd and gets like shot up. I guess it's me then. Well, I'm at the bit where Miles and John get into the vault and they take out the hand and the little chip and the Terminator brain, and he just yeets it on the floor. Got Skynet by the balls now, don't we? Does anyone have another favourite in the Terminator series? What do people think of Terminator 3? What do you think of Salvation? What do you think of Gen Y Sis? What do you think of Dark Fate? I thought Dark Fate was okay. Wasn't amazing, bit boring. Oh, please prank Dom. In what way? I can't put a snake skin in his bed again. I did that once before. How shall I prank him? Oh, I love Gen Y Sis. Changed my life. Yeah. Anthony, best mob movie performance is Joe Pesci in Casino. Yes. Casino's really good. I've not seen that since the 90s. I really need to watch it again. I remember it being very good, but I also remember at the time thinking it was quite a lot like Goodfellas. And Black, you know what? I've not seen Black Mass yet. I really need to see it. It's been on my watch list for absolutely ages, and I need to make time to watch Black Mass because I've heard Johnny Depp is fantastic in it. Gav also would recommend Vanishing on 7th Street with Hayden Christensen and John I never know how to pronounce his name. Leguizamo. The ones with the Terminator are good. Salvation moved me to a bigger house. Is that a euphemism? I said the quiet part loud and the loud part quiet. Salvation did move me to a bigger house. I'm currently watching Arnie just blowing stuff up. Because that's what he does best. Jack, Terminator 2 made you drink at a bar and ride a bike. Yeah, singing Bad to the Bone, it definitely does, doesn't it? Oh, Andy, you're big into mob history. I don't know a whole lot about mob history, so that is really interesting. I only know stuff that I've seen on DVD documentaries and stuff. But yeah, I love a good mob film. I haven't seen all of them, but I love them when they're really, really well done. Tell Dom I've got to go and act like I've been hacked. I think the jig's already up. One of the weirdest films I've seen is I Spit on Your Grave, the original from the 70s. I saw it many, many moons ago, but I can't remember it now. Unpopular opinion, I like Terminator Salvation. You know what, I actually do like Terminator Salvation as well. I like the fact that it's different to the other ones, and I like how it's just purely set in the future war. It could have been better. It's a bit boring. It's a bit long. Nothing much happens in it. But I love the bit at the end where Christian Bale is fighting that one T-800. I think that's brilliant. I like the vibe. I think... what's his name? Who's playing Kyle Reese? He's really good. Anton Yelchin. He's really, really good. Oh, the 2010 remake. I've not seen that. And Legend, I've not seen that yet either. I definitely need to see Legend. But yeah, there was a film called The Craze, which I have seen, but that was like a 90s film, British film. And also I'm watching Arnie get shot the flip up, and it's a pretty obvious puppet in a minute. But he's also just shooting people in the knee. The Craze was Spa Day Ballet. Yes, yeah, it was the Kemps. It was Martin and Gary Kemp. And do not say a negative word about Spandau Ballet. Spandau Ballet were amazing. End of story. They were just brilliant. Yes, he did. Anton Yelchin did pass away, and he was a great actor, and he was great as Chekhov in Star Trek as well. And Green Room, he was really good in Green Room too. And now I'm watching all of the SWAT team trying to hobble out while Arnie smashes through in a police van. Gav asked, just on a wrestling thing, did anyone hear about Daphne? I don't know what you're talking about. What I'll need is someone who understands wrestling to talk about wrestling. I need Dom to come back to the stream so that he can talk about wrestling for a minute. That's what I need. Oh, hey, Dom, as if by magic.
I was eating some food.
I know you were.
Yeah, Daphne passed away. Took her own life yesterday.
Oh, crap, that's not good.
Former TNA and WCW star.
Wow.
Big inspiration to a lot of wrestlers. And obviously, Jack did a post on our social media paying our respects. And of course, our respects do go out to her family and those affected. Numerous parts of the wrestling world have been affected. WWE have, as of yesterday, implemented a counselling service for its superstars, which is a lovely class move from WWE, taking direct response to Daphne's suicide. So yeah, our support goes out to her family, and it is an awful matter, absolutely, Jack. Yeah. Right, dude, where are you? So I've just the guy's just been pushed out of the helicopter for me.
I think I'm quite a bit ahead of you, actually.
Is it driving a police van?
Yeah, they're in a police van and the helicopter is following them. That's where I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, there's a comment for you, Dom.
What's the comment, dude?
So Mikhail, Dom, I'm okay. It's okay. I'm stopped watching Monday Night Raw. And what is watching AEW now? Is that right now?
Not right now, but that's cool. A lot of people are moving on from WWE at this point, going to AEW.
Anthony says, Jay and Dom, this is for both of us. I'm not sure if we're the same age. I'm 31. We are both older. But are we big fans of Lord of the Rings books? I love Lord of the Rings. Dom,
I do not.
I'm interested. What are your thoughts on Lord of the Rings?
I do not enjoy Lord of the Rings.
Why is that, Dom?
The books are overrated. Well, the books are all right. The movies are overrated.
Movies are overrated?
Yeah. Gollum's the best character. Gollum's the best character.
Can I mute? I can mute Dom, I think. Oh, wow, I have the power to remove you from the stream.
You do.
You've given me power.
You can.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Harry Potter, I'm not a very big fan of.
No, less of a fan of Harry Potter as well. I'm even less of a fan of Harry Potter than I am.
I'm just not. I've seen the films. I've read like a couple of the books. I've been told if I keep reading the books, they get better and better and better. But I feel like they just ripped off everything else that's ever been done better, like Lord of the Rings. But I do enjoy the first like 3 films. I thought the last Harry Potter film was really, really good. So
we just lost a couple. We just lost a couple of people because I said I hate Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Jack says the movie's overrated. Ban. Harry Potter is a case of separate the art from the artist. That's a whole debate we could go down. That is a mass debate we could go down, but we're not going to because we're here to watch Terminator 2. But can you separate the artist from their work? Can you cry death of the author? I don't know. I think it depends on what they've done. I've been listening to Michael Jackson this week and I feel a little bit guilty, but Blame It on the Boogie is an absolute tune.
Yeah. You gotta
there's no way in hell I can listen to Lost Prophets.
Yeah. I don't listen to Marilyn Manson anymore, which is obviously he was like my favorite artist growing up.
Yeah, man.
So it depends on
literally my favorite, one of my favorite artists. Yeah.
Yeah, depends on who the person is.
I think it depends on what they've done and how you react to it. But yeah. I think you made a big mistake giving Jay too much power, being able to remove you from the stream. With great power comes great responsibility, and I don't think he can be responsible. You know what, mate? I'm not a responsible adult. The reason I don't have kids, and that's
he's my best friend, and I trust him. I trust him with my life, and I have trust him with my stream. And Anthony's. Obviously, this is also Anthony's thing, so I wouldn't want to bring anybody in that I didn't trust.
Yeah, man.
Danny and Jay. Danny comes in and does Raw with me. He's our Discord moderator. He comes on occasionally. I trust him as a wrestling fan. I trust you as a movie fan, as a comic book fan, as my best friend. I trust you. I wanted to bring somebody I love into this world, and have Jay meet some of you guys, It's been fun.
Dom, you complete me.
Every time you say that, it makes me feel so happy. You've said it to me many times over the years, and I'm very grateful.
It's true. It's true. You've inspired me, and I love you more than words can say. And I'm really happy and grateful I've got you in my life.
Oh man, it's a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful moment captured on stream. This will be documented forever. That was a beautiful moment. I feel really good on the whole. Feels good. Whoosh.
Jack says he lesbians, both of us. I'm in lesbians with you too, Jack.
Thanks, Gav. He says
I need a vacation, yeah. Gav, you're awesome. This thumbs up, Gav. It's for you. Double of them. And also to everyone else on the stream. Thumbs up.
Yeah, thank you guys for your time. You could be doing other things with your Friday afternoon / evening.
You're watching us kind of just watch a film and then talk about
not the film. So the liquid nitrogen is just tipped over. The truck's just tipped over.
Yeah, everyone's legging it out. Interestingly enough, this set was freezing, apparently. This entire steel mill set, even though it looks dead hot, was absolutely freezing cold. And they had to spray people with glycerin because it doesn't dry quickly to make them look like they were hot. And all of the liquid metal on the floor is like this kind of gooey solution with lights under it to make it look like it's emanating heat. So essentially just light panels underneath everything.
Wow.
And then there were people up really high, just out of shot, with like spark machines that were just sort of like hitting things, making sparks fly everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is brilliant as well, where the T-1000's frozen.
Yeah, but this is a great scene.
And I've got to have that line where he says, "Hasta la vista, baby."
Yeah.
Hasta la vista, baby. And he shatters.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible.
What a wonderful moment.
That's cinema right there. And he eyes it up. He's like, he knows what's coming.
Yeah.
Also, we need to give credit to the makeup artist for
Absolutely.
the makeup on Arnie's face and how pretty great that looks.
Yeah, man.
And now T-1000 is melting.
Boom.
And he's like, uh-oh. I feel like they used mercury or something like that to create that
Yeah.
liquid metal effect. I don't know if that's right, but I think it was something like mercury, something really, really dangerous to play with. And they were like blowing it. But this shot is one of my favorite effect shots of all
yeah.
time,
Oh, this is
when
brilliant.
it just reforms and the camera just pans around it, and it's just the light, the way the light refracts from it is just fantastic.
Oh yeah, just so well done as the bits of him, coming back together. So well done.
Yeah, it's so good.
Anthony, you always freak me out when you call me Dominic. It's like my mum says that.
It's like your
Anthony,
Sunday name.
Anthony always calls me Dominic. Yeah, it's like my mum calls me that when I'm in trouble. Apparently you don't have as thick an accent as I do.
Well, I'm of better stock, darling. That's
more high class stock, being originally from York.
Yes, so the difference is I'm from York, Dom's from Hull, but I have lived multiple places in the country. I've lived in Chester, I've lived in Wales, I've lived in London.
We've lived in the same places.
But we have Preston,
Chester,
London, like different place, and York. But probably the difference is that my mum, bless her cotton socks, still, and I'm in my late 30s, my very late 30s, she's still correcting me and still correcting my pronunciation. She's still saying, it's not water, it's water. Pronounce it properly. So I've had my entire life, because my mum was a teacher, correcting my grammar, my pronunciation, and just finickety with everything that I say. So it's probably maybe more precise or something, I don't know, but sometimes the York comes out, but it's not as thick as the East Riding.
Yeah, no, it's very
Where it doesn't
very
snow,
thick.
it doesn't snow, does it, Dom?
It snurs. I remember when I lived in New Hampshire, I had a girlfriend when I was at college there.
In Hampshire? Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire.
No, the American version, Jay. The American version.
Okay. Well, I don't know what they sound like. Don't they just sound generic American?
It sounds a bit like they're from Boston. They kind of like New England sort of. See the New York or Boston from there. But anyway.
Hey, get out of here. I'm walking here.
But yeah, so I had great joy in teaching this girl how to say no, furter, Furter, and
Ghosts.
no Furter, ghosts, yeah.
Ghosts. Oh no, there's too many ghosts in this haunted house. Dom's not from Hull, he's from Beverly. Yeah, you're right, actually. It's the nicer part.
Thanks, Jack.
The lesser of two evils, isn't it?
The posher part, yeah.
The posh part of Hull.
Oh wait, Arnie's arm is trapped in the.
Oh, I'm there. He's trying to crowbar his arm out.
Yeah.
See, obviously you can tell when he stands up and you get a full shot of Arnie that he's really trying to hold his arm behind him. But the problem that the costume people must have had is that Arnie is literally the cubic width of the side of a house.
Yeah.
Like, how do you hide arms that are thicker than his head? So that must have been really difficult. I know what we do. We'll just try and hide Mr. Universe's biceps for a few minutes.
Yeah.
See if that's convincing. Gav has a thick Norfolk accent. Okay, my brother lives in Norwich, and he obviously doesn't have a Norwich accent, but he's been there for about maybe 8-10 years now, and I'm starting to hear these little bits, tweaks coming out in his accent. Norfolk.
You'll be pleased to know you follow your brother on Twitter now, Jay.
Do I? Thanks. I was told that you tweeted as me earlier, and you said, "Hey, I'm back. What's new?"
Yeah, I'm Jay's social media manager now, guys.
Yeah, apparently.
Go and follow Jay on. Gotta remember what it is. Just Jay Sillins. Yeah, Jay Sillins. There you go. You can.
Yeah, man.
Follow Jay.
Jack is talking about Arnie's first movie where he's caught Arnold Strong. You could either be talking about two films there. You're either talking about Pumping Iron, which I love because he has the best line ever, which I don't think I can say on air. But you could also be talking about Hercules in New York, which is brilliant. I've got it on DVD. And he has the great line where he says, "I'm tired of the same old things." And he's basically saying lines.
I know this hurts.
Call to John.
He's very methodical, isn't he? He's very methodical.
He is. When he does that thing, when he fingers Sarah Connor, he does that finger thing.
Mm.
Now, the T-1000 is beating up Arnie. Arnie's having the worst time.
Yeah.
He's getting his head slammed in with a big thing, a big metal thingy that we don't know what it is, but it's a thingy. Oh, and his eye just fell out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Again, incredible makeup effects.
Yeah, brilliant battle, really.
Yeah. I think Stan Winston probably did the makeup effects as well, so they look really rad.
Yeah. Slamming Arnie's head into the... It's quite gory when you think about it, isn't it?
It is quite messed up. I don't know if I'm ahead of you, but he's...
Arnie's crawling. Arnie's crawling on the floor. He's lost his arm. He's crawling on the floor.
Slightly ahead of you, but he's just stabbing him.
Yeah,
stabbing him, and as he's doing that, it sounds like a tin can just being.
Yeah, He's reaching for the gun, so he's about to be stabbed. He's literally reaching for the gun.
Yes, we both reach for the gun. Oh, yes,
and
we both reach for the gun.
There he goes.
There we go.
There he goes.
Hope people appreciated that little bit of Chicago that I just did there.
And that's it. The electricity
Yeah.
coming out of him.
Yeah, it's a little bit over the top, isn't it? A fun fact saying water without the T is called a glottal stop. Yes, yes. I wouldn't have known that, but I'm sure I've heard that. But it's, yeah.
What now?
When you drop your T, it's called a glottal stop. So when you say water, it's called a glottal stop.
There you go.
Hercules in New York. Yes, Jack. Oh, Arnie's come back to life. He's rerouted his power. You can't stop him.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. John Connor is hiding. Sarah Connor has the gun, and now Arnie is just coming back to life. Yeah.
Also, I was gonna mention that there was a really cool effect that we've gone way past, but it was the finger bit. It's a really cool little in-camera effect where he does that, and the camera swishes over, and then it bashes straight into her arm, and that's again James Cameron doing some really cool whip pan cuts.
Drop the gun.
John. If you did a Yorkshire version of Terminator, it'd be like, John. Hey up, John.
John, mate. John.
Come on, lad.
John.
Come on. Hey up, lad. Come on. What are you doing over there?
Come on, John. What you doing, mate?
And there's Linda Hamilton's twin sister. Do you think they will eventually invent a T-1000-esque robot, like an AI that can shapeshift?
That would be frightening, wouldn't it? So frightening.
Elon Musk probably already has the specs to do that.
I think, I think there's robots out there, man, that can simulate a lot, if you know what I mean.
I think there's robots in disguise, mate. You know what I'm saying? Gav just gave us a follow on Twitter. Thank you, Gav.
Oh, thank you, too.
Even Skynet is scared of T-1000. Yeah. Oh, Arnie's come up and he's blowed him up. And this is a really messed up puppet of the T-1000 all blown up. And it's horrible noises that it's making. Do you reckon when Cameron was writing it, he was like, how do I kill this unkillable thing?
Yeah.
And then eventually had to come up with the idea of melting it with other metal. Again, another brilliant bit of animation. Yes, it's dated by today's standards, but still.
I think realistically, it's awesome. Still stands up, doesn't it?
It still stands up, and the fact is that it's supposed to be metal. That shot where it goes through its mouth and it's all like weird. That's still flawless. Like I couldn't do that in Blender. I'm just saying. And the T-1000 is dead. Oh, hey, Emma. Oh, hi, what's new with you?
Hey, darling. And that's it. He's dead.
I need a vacation. He looks like he needs a vacation.
John Connor now running up to I, helping him up now.
Is it dead? Terminated. Best line.
Yeah.
Call to John. Throw it in. Just like Frodo throwing the ring, John throws the chip into the molten whatever it's called. metal. It's pretty much like Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings with killing machines.
Lord of the Rings with fewer characters and less hobbits.
A better plot. Just more interesting on an all round scale.
I think you're missing a lot of the thematic elements that make Lord of the Rings good.
I ain't got time for the thematic elements of Lord of the Rings. It's like it's too. Yeah, it's too
11
much.
hours long.
It's too much, man. It's too much.
You are wrong. So end of story. And if you also think Dom is wrong, I think you should put it in the comments.
It's too much.
And tell him he's wrong because he doesn't like Lord of the Rings and therefore.
Right. so Tom, you right. Any advice, Tom, as my editor keeps letting me down with either not having time or refusing to edit for me? Well, Tom, there's a simple solution. Obviously, you come to me for advice, and I appreciate that, and I think you're a very talented interviewer. But my advice is
this video editing?
Yeah, is to so iMovie's free. It depends on what you're working on. I would say learn to edit. Is my advice. Unfortunately, in today's world, unless you're paying someone, and this is my opinion, Jay, please back me up. You're a professional editor. Jay is a professional editor. In today's world, people will do stuff for free for you, but only for a short amount of time. And it's difficult to expect people to do stuff, as and when you ask for it, especially if you're asking for it for free. So I would learn to edit if I were you. That is my advice, dude.
I would concur as a professional editor and filmmaker. There's things I'll do for free, but then if actual paid work comes in, the free stuff always goes to the back.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just unreasonable.
Yeah, I think we spoke. I think you said that your editor friend is just trying to get more experience. That's fine, but remember he's working for free too. So if you sort of, it's about managing expectations. If you've got a deadline, it's talking to him about that and what your expectations are. But because he's working for free, you can't expect the world of him, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Because he'll be working really hard. He's probably trying to get other experience as well. Obviously, I appreciate that he's done a lot of work for you, and you've got some great video content. Tom,
and also sometimes it's just about incentives. Like obviously, Dom, you and I have been working together on projects for like 10 years. And
10 years.
10 years, probably over 10 years. And some of the stuff has been paid, some of the stuff is free, but usually the free stuff is because obviously we're bezies, but also there's a bit of give and take, isn't it? There's like you'll take us to a gig and then we'll do an interview and then we'll interview someone cool and we'll be like, well, I'll happily, edit this thing that I interviewed. And
it's a conversation. It's a conversation. I mean, if you've got, if you've got deadlines, man, obviously not, it's very important to know if you've got deadlines, I'll always pay you because, I appreciate, you've got.
But it's a conversation to have with the editor. Tom has said, can you get iMovie on laptop? You can get iMovie. It comes with a Mac, any Mac thing.
What's a good PC alternative?
What's a good PC alternative? There's one. Is it called Lightworks? My brain's gone because it's been a very long day and it's 11 o'clock at night, and I've been having meetings and working all day. So
thank you for your time, dude.
It's all right. This is fun for me. Let me just. Lightworks is very good. That's free. And you can use that. DaVinci is great. It's a really good color grading bit of software, but you can edit on that too. There is a Windows video editor I don't know about. I've heard it's not that good. And there's a bunch of ones you can get on your phone. But if you're using a laptop, I would always go for Lightworks as a free downloadable one. I think there's if you want to do more crazy stuff, you got to pay for it. But as a basic video editing software, Lightworks is really good and functional.
Indeed, we the ending there, of course. Just going back to the film we're watching, the classic end where he puts his thumb up. You know,
I cry
yeah,
like
yeah,
a baby
me
with
too,
the thumb and the molten, you know, it's Niagara Falls. And also we missed the classic line, "I don't know why you cry, but it's something I can never do."
Yeah, absolutely. But the important thing was that he understood the emotion as a machine. He
Yeah,
understood that the emotion was there.
he grew as a machine and went full circle.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful moment. And that was the finish. That was the end of Terminator 2. We have really enjoyed
Emma
doing this.
said, "Lord of the Rings can suck my balls." Obviously,
Thank you, darling.
you're wrong, Emma. You're awesome, but you're also wrong. But I do agree with Jack that Emma gets a free pass because she's mega nice. Dom, however, doesn't get a free pass because he just wrong. just
Sorry, Jay couldn't be here anymore. Jay.
screw you, Tom.
I'm back because Jay couldn't be here because.
Shut up. We have. Stop messing with the mic. This is like Hobbs and Shaw. We're like digital Hobbs and Shaw having to outdo each other like children.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for your time. This will be the last movie review, last movie watch along we do on this channel. We think as we are migrating over to the culture sphere, which is what I will put. I'll put that in the comments again one more time. So if you can give that a like and a subscribe, me and Jay will be over there with a new film watch along at some point. The channel
probably Predator.
Probably Predator, yes. We keep the army theme.
I think Predator. We've done. What have we done so far? Then we've done the Terminators. We've done the Dark Knight. We've done Labyrinth, which was your favorite.
That was the worst.
We did say that we do Predator. I think we said it a couple of weeks ago. So 100%. Would y'all come back and see us and watch Predator with us?
Come back and see us. Give us a like on Twitch, on YouTube, over on that channel.
If it moves, we can kill it. Commando. I mean, mate, I could keep going with all the Arnie films. I could go from Pumping Iron all the way to that one that he did where there was his kid was a zombie or whatever it is.
His kid was a zombie.
Yeah, there's some like there's a zombie thing and he's in it.
There's a couple of good. There's a couple of more recent ones he's pretty good in. You know. Let's have
Gav said yes to Predator. How could you not say yes to Predator? Like Dom and I totally agree. Predator, best film ever made. Perfect film.
Maggie is called.
Maggie, that's the one. Yeah. But I do love Commando. I'm a big fan of Commando. Hey Sal, do you know when I told you I'd kill you last? Yeah, you did. I lied. And then he drops him. Him off a cliff.
There's some class moments for sure.
Lines.
Class moments.
Great.
So yeah, Gav's just subscribed to us. That's great.
Thank you, baby.
Thanks, dude. So we'll be back. We'll be back soon with more content, more film content. I believe because it's Friday. Jay, you'll be going to bed now and having a rest after a full day's work.
Yeah, it's been a very busy day for me. I haven't actually had dinner. I've just been eating a massive bag of Doritos. I should eat some actual food and then go to bed. Are you also having? This is comparatively for us, I think, for both of us.
Yeah, it's early. Yeah. I'm gonna be hanging up my webcam in a few minutes, and then driving over to Emma's house for a cuddle with my Emma.
She's not your Emma. You don't own her.
No,
she's her own person.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Me Emma.
Like me, Julie.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, my darling Emma. There you go. That's probably the better way of phrasing it, so I don't come across like a.
It's a term of endearment.
Indeed, you're my Jay.
Yeah, man.
There you go. You see.
And I probably can't say this, but you're my little fuck nugget.
I mean, yeah, we definitely get demonetized for that, but we're not monetized yet, so who the fuck cares?
Right. Yeah. Let's go. We will. It's Carol Baskin. No, we will figure out when the next one's going to be. I don't know when it's going to be. Maybe a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, man. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll
probably let everyone know. It is the 3rd now. The 15th, we're not around.
No.
The 17th and 18th, I can't do, so it may have to be.
Emma's moving house, and I'm going to be joining her. So yeah, so soon.
So it may be the week of the 20th at some point, I think.
Yeah, soon. We'll give it a plug on the Give Me a Whole Year socials anyway.
Yeah, man.
We'll give it a plug, and Jay's new social media that I'm managing, and all the relevant social media channels. So yeah, we'll give it a plug. You'll know when it's coming.
You always know when I'm coming.
I do know when you're coming. Absolutely.
Yep.
Jack,
I've had a lovely time.
I've had a lovely time. We've had a lovely time. Lovely time.
I don't know what. I mean, the Terminator 3. I don't remember. I don't think that ever happened, did it?
No, I don't think.
Well, I mean, like Terminator 2 ended. It ended. They stopped the war. There isn't any more of that story.
Yeah, there's no more. Just let it there you go.
It just wrapped itself up quite completely right there.
Yeah.
So the end.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining.
Yes, thank you for joining.
Yes, have a lovely time, and we'll see you anon.
Indeed. Right, take it easy, guys. I'll see you this weekend for my how you would book Daniel Bryan in AEW. So get your ideas into me, either in comments for the get your ideas into me over Twitter, and let me know how you would book Daniel Bryan AEW. I'll be back there about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on Sunday, and then I will be resting with my darling Emma while Anthony and Dan Reed from Pro Wrestling Eve, who is coming off a very successful pay-per-view that Dan has done for Pro Wrestling Eve, Wrestle Queendom. He will be with Anthony on the stream, I believe, for All Out AEW, and I will be resting. So, yes, I'm excited about that. In the meantime, see you tomorrow. Jay, will see you in a couple of weeks over on the Culture Sphere. Go and have a look up in the comments to find that stuff. All the links. Go subscribe there, because we'll be doing our film reviews there from now on. Take it easy. We'll count down like a claymore. Remember, Jay, you know how it runs. Count down from 5. Hold the yeah.
And I have to say, get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. But yeah, I'll do the outro. You ready?
So we count down from 5, do we? 5,
4. Wait, that's 3, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Oh yeah!
This is Broken Matt Hardy. Thank you for watching the Give Me a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast.